Asia's got the itinerary down, so
I've got our list of all of the things we will be talking about today. But to warm us up, of course, let's start with a fun question. What villain had the right idea? And this can be in any movie, game, anime, any villain that you think had the right idea, that you kind of agree with what they had going on.
I'm gonna put people onto a good one. So anybody that knows me knows that I love the Yakuza series. The game Yakuza Like a Dragon, well, it's gonna be a long ass name. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Really great game. Gameplay was great. The story was smaller, but it was still really great. The final villain of that, the game came out by now, so if you missed it, it's on you. So I'm gonna spoil it for you, only because it's been a while. The final boss, his name is Shishido. He's like this Yakuza who was like, you know, kind of bottom of the barrel. He was just kind of a street soldier, but he steadily worked his way up through the ranks, had to endure some torture from his bosses and stuff like that. But the ultimate plot of the game was about dissolving the Yakuza due to police crackdowns and then getting them into a life of legitimate security work. Mm-hmm. But Shishido didn't want to follow that because to him, the Yakuza way of life was all that he knew. So he was like working behind the scenes to try and stage a coup and shatter their plans. And he tried once, got his ass kicked by Kiryu. It didn't work. Then right as they were about to take the letter of dissolution to the police, Shishido came back like a wounded beast, like a cornered fox. And he just rallied all these other Yakuza members that just got their asses kicked for trying to stop the dissolution and said, hey, we're the Omi Alliance. We don't take shit from nobody. Pulls off the shirt, shows off the tattoos on the back. And it's so interesting because the Yakuza series does this really well. They are pitch perfect with how they write their characters, and even make sympathetic villains. Because Shishido is like one of the last old school Yakuza. And even though he never reached the ranks of like having his own family or being a clan leader or whatever, he could have been. But around the time when he was reaching his full potential was right when the Yakuza were getting kicked out of society. So it was too little too late. But he put up a fight though. And he clears is probably one of the best fights out of the entire series. But it's also good because the fight itself was dope and the story was dope. So spot on writing.
Okay, nice. What's up, Barry Allen? Hello. So we actually have some people responding in the chat to our question. If you guys are just now joining us, our question is, what villain had the right idea? Orion says Griffin.
Yeah, trying to say Griffith.
That's Berserk Griffith, right?
Oh, Griffith.
I'm in.
Hold on, who was Griffin?
Griffin?
I actually mean Griffith.
You know, to preserve the innocence of our story, let's go ahead and say, yeah, Griffin, whoever that is, that guy surely had some good ideas. Not like that other guy.
Poison Ivy. James Woodart says Killmonger and Thanos should have won. I can't argue with the Killmonger one. The Thanos one, you know, genocide's kind of bad, you know, wiping out half of the world.
I mean, he could have doubled the you know, the food on Earth in the world instead of having it. Like,
I mean, that just goes to show that if Thanos really wanted to, he could have put his resources in the right place, but he didn't care. He just wanted to fuck with
He was definitely working smarter, not harder. Because you're right, he could have just doubled all the resources, but why do that when you can
You mean working harder, not smarter?
What did I say?
You said working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, it was smarter to wipe out the world than to just, right?
Feed everybody?
Than to feed everybody.
You've got godlike power, Asia. You can snap food. There you go. You can eat something other than McDonald's because we're going to fight about that later. But
we are going to get there.
So yeah, Asia, I know you think you can fix him, but I'm going to need you to...
Him and his corduroy chin.
Tori, what villain in your opinion had the right idea?
I know you got somebody from One Piece at least.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Man, it's tough. It's tough.
Well, David got one. We'll come back to Tori.
Okay, David got one.
So I don't want to cheat, but mine is not a full villain.
That's fine.
Anti-hero?
A little bit more of a vigilante anti-hero and stuff.
Okay.
But somebody who was 100% right, in my opinion, is the Red Hood. So,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Am I cut off?
Hey, what now?
On the screen?
What you saying? Oh, Maybe a little bit on
Yeah,
that
come
one.
this way.
Back up this
Might
way.
be kind of hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I wouldn't worry too much about that one, Age. That's
Okay.
just the Instagram one.
No problem.
But anyway, Red Hood, I choose Red Hood as far as the villain, quote unquote, who I would say is correct. Mainly just because, what's it called? He was right. I mean, to me, it's like this. My thing when it comes to I'm a Batman fan, to clarify. I like Batman, so this is not hate. So my issue with Batman is like, yo, there's a certain point with the Joker, after about the 8th time that he done broke out of jail and killed 10 more people, there's a point
Only
where
10?
Exactly. Exactly. There's a point where, to me, Batman is almost complicit. I mean, what's it called when you're? He's almost an accomplice. When you really think about it, Batman is dang near an accomplice to his crime because you know exactly what he's going to do, and you keep letting him drop him off at the jail. He gets out, and you say, I'll go get him again.
But
he
see,
just killed 10 people.
Is that his failure, though, or the
Yes.
failures of the institution that won't lock the damn cells? I'm just saying.
I blame Batman, the billionaire superhero who has all the resources in the world to actually do something here. But also, again, Red Hood, he said, yo, I'm not saying you need to break the rule 100%. Just this one person.
Just kill
Joker and save, thousands of people. Hundreds, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the number is. So yeah, that's my thoughts on who is a good villain.
James Woodard says Red Hood should have got his lick back if Batman killed Joker. Batman would have been on easy mode. All right, thank you to everybody who's joined us in the chat and sending in yours. Somebody said Pain from My Hero Academia. Stain.
Stain,
I can see that.
Oh, and by the way, real quick, I want to shout out Vince Arts. Appreciate you. We have a new Facebook page that is just for the stream. So we're streaming over there now. So I see you over there. So appreciate you.
Awesome.
Checking us out there. It's just Trap Team on Facebook if anyone wants to check out the page.
Yep. What's up, Darren the Awesome? All right, Tori, did you think of yours?
Oh, okay. So originally I was going to say Owlman from...
from the DC. From DC.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
From the movie.
Why, though?
Only because, like literally, like every universe is just chaotic, and he was just gonna wipe the slate clean. But that would have destroyed everything. And I was like, man,
this is who you agree with?
I'm just saying, like, because he was like pretty much like nothing's gonna change in any universe. Everything is gonna be the way it is, and all the villains are gonna be the villains. Heroes are gonna be here. There's nothing's ever gonna change that. And he was like, you might as well just wipe the slate clean. The first I was gonna say him, but I was like, nah, that was just too extreme because he was trying to wipe everybody out.
Yeah, which to a certain extent I get it, but we can aspire to better, everybody.
Mo Magnus says Owlman was a nepotist.
Yeah. I mean, he's literally the exact opposite of Batman, so of course.
Okay.
But
yeah, no, because like there's that line at the end that always gets me. Like when he was there on the bound, he's like,
you stared into the abyss, and
but when he saw that it was nothing, he said, it doesn't even matter, and then boom, out of there.
See, I never watched the movie all the way through. I'm more familiar with like some of the comics that I've read with Owlman.
You gotta watch the movie, man.
Since I gotta do anything, I'm a free man.
I'm just saying, what's his name did he destroyed that role.
What about Lotso from Toy Story 3?
Hell no, that man was jealous.
The bear, right?
He was jealous because he was discarded, so he wanted everybody else to feel his pain. And so he's like, if my owners didn't want me, then
they've calmed down.
I know you always have like issues with Tori.
I'm confused. I know. You explain, for someone that despises the Toy Story franchise, you know every detail imaginable.
Recap each movie.
Yeah, explain.
Name.
I think that you secretly,
plot points.
You're kind of
like. I saw it, and I acknowledge that it exists.
But it seems like it's stuck in your brain. This has been 20 years later.
Because it don't make sense. Like, why?
Or it was that good it stuck with you?
No, it wasn't that good. It did not make sense. Because
you're gonna see Toy Story 5. And then you complain about it.
I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, you ain't going to watch it?
Unless we have to.
You do. So Joyce watch Superman, you got to watch Toy Story 5.
Yep.
Or Supergirl.
Yeah, we're all doing it.
God damn it.
All right. I think for me, the villain that I thought had the right idea, have any of y'all seen the movie Gone Girl?
Yes.
It sounds familiar.
Okay, now I don't want y'all to judge me because I know I just got married last year.
Wait.
So just hear me out. Hear me out. You don't ever have to worry about this with me. Just hear me out. But
Okay, first off, Dave, don't talk because I'm about to expose you for what you said before the stream. Asia, you have the
agreed
floor.
with Amy Dunne from Gone Girl. The movie basically is about Amy and Nick are married. They're going to have ups and downs in their marriage. You know, it happens. But she one day catches him cheating on her with like his college, with one of his students. And because she saw that, she decided to elaborately frame him for her murder. So she disappears and sets all this evidence up, and he ends up eventually getting arrested for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I understood why she did what she did. I get it. Now, would I do it? Never. You don't have to worry about that, love. Okay, we're good. So, but she, I think she had the right idea. You just had to get your lick back. And she eventually felt bad and, you know, killed another guy, came back home, and he was, you know, they dropped the charges.
He was accepting
On
of
that note,
So she did the right thing in the end.
on that note, this is kind of unrelated, but just thought of it because of what you described. A movie you might really enjoy is Candyman. That's a really good one.
The Say His Name 3 Times Candyman.
Isn't it a horror movie?
I think 5, but I could be wrong. But yeah,
I don't know if it's horror.
It is.
That's definitely horror. You say his name and he appears, and right, and he kills you.
I mean,
Ain't that Candyman?
it's more of like a thriller than a horror movie, you know. So it's different. It's not like, you know, slasher. It's different. So
Hey, Asia, James Woodard is a little concerned. So she's
Line
lying.
her butt off. Watch out, David. No,
I'm a little concerned.
David
So
has
you-
nothing to worry about. See, David, as long as you don't cheat on me with a college student, we're good.
that's kind of like what
See?
Keanu Reeves did in that one
No
movie.
problem.
So-
With the 2 girls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
now, actually, Asia, now I got words for you because
Talk to me.
so your husband, who's a good friend of mine,
Husband.
basically just said before the stream that if Drake approached him with a bag, he let him smash.
That's
That's not what I said.
So
That is the
crazy.
furthest from what I said at all. I don't know where that came from.
and yet you still tried to justify even the very act of this man trying to slide into your wife's DMs.
What I actually said, chat, was that if a big celebrity like a Drake slid into my girl's DM, it's a compliment.
I ain't
because
taking it. I'm taking
because
it.
this person can get, you know,
Anybody he
now, he's
wants.
not gonna get my girl. He ain't gonna take her. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, but like, it's a compliment. Yo, like, that's all I'm saying.
No,
Here's the thing y'all
because
need to understand.
I take it as straight disrespect.
Yes.
It is disrespect.
Because
yes.
this man,
But you're allowing it.
This man
Nah,
is
I never said allow it.
He's
That's
You're
not-
condoning the activity.
He's
Condoning.
questioning your manhood by hitting up your girl.
Yeah, it is disrespectful, but still, it's the fact that like my girl's good enough for somebody that dates models and actresses. This is this.
No,
et cetera,
'cause he
et cetera,
Like
just-
real
boom, boom,
baddies
boom.
like
Because he's just
Rihanna.
petty,
I
like
take it as a
he's
compliment.
just petty like that. Just like that one dude who said something about him online, and his response to that was he immediately inboxed that man's girl.
Listen, I don't even know why we.
He questions your manhood.
Because this is an important thing, all right? We got kids that are watching the stream. They need to know how functioning adult relationships work. Boys and girls, if you have a celebrity that slides into your DMs, it doesn't matter who the fuck they are, whether they're the Prince of Egypt or Hollywood's A-list celebrity,
No.
because they're people at the end of the day.
So you're telling me you wouldn't be hype if Monica Bellucci slid into your DMs?
Who?
His girl,
But see,
His queen.
she's just
His queen.
bad.
his queen,
Who is that?
His queen.
How you
Monica Bellucci from
She was in the Matrix.
freaking Matrix.
Check his phone
Reloaded?
background.
Yeah,
The Mara Vinci's wife. That
yeah,
cheated
Mary
on-
Magdalene and Passion
You
of Christ.
talking about the
That fine ass Italian woman.
Trinity?
No.
No.
Tori, sit down. Anyway.
I'll send you a picture. What's up, Marcelo from Brooklyn? What's up, Not Kim? He says,
What's
first
happening?
thing I hear is Drake smash Asia when I join the stream.
That's crazy.
Not what I said. I don't know where Joe.
Look, all I'm saying is Drake was a dork before he got his money, and he'll be a dork to the day he dies.
Joe, here's what I'm
The
saying.
celebrity
Here's what
status,
I'm
that doesn't
saying, Joe.
change a damn thing.
Here's what I'm saying, right? Let me try to maybe give it to another context, and we can move on.
Yeah.
If we're at the club and a bunch of dudes is like trying to holler at my girl, that means she bad. And listen, they can't get her. It just means she bad. Versus your girl, you leave her on the table and no dudes approach. You probably don't got somebody all that fine.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying here.
It doesn't matter if she's fine or not because she's mine.
Yeah.
And I'm hers.
Yes, she ain't going nowhere.
And even if she's
scenario.
fine, nigga, she won't be fine when she's
let me-
50,
let-
but that's fine because we're together.
Let me ask you a question. So, out in the club, You know, you got this
This
regular,
has happened, by the way.
regular everyday Joe Schmo, and then you got this celebrity. They both trying to get at her. Like, which one you gonna be mad at?
I mean,
You be mad at both of them.
What's the
regardless.
difference? First of all, I'm not mad at dude. Listen, if you want to slide into my girl's DMs, whatever, blah blah, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
So they both-
I don't really care. It's like,
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I
But
can't
they
control men.
They
I can only really have a hand in my own marriage. So y'all talking about stuff that
they know y'all together, and they gon' try to get with her in your face. Like y'all together. They see y'all because I be seeing pranks. I be seeing people do pranks on TikTok and stuff, and they see a dude and a girl with a woman, and then the dude will walk up on her. Hey, how you doing? Can I get your number? Right in front of they dude.
Yeah,
So
it is disrespectful. I'm not denying that.
I'm getting mad. I don't care. I don't care if you the president or the pauper. Hey, these hands is for all y'all.
Okay, we fighting?
Yep.
See, that's
crazy. Marcelo says, I finally checked out One Piece from last time I asked about anime. I love it. Tori?
Well, that's great to know.
Cheers to you, my good friend.
All right, I know it says, whoa, Joe, we love women in their 50s. Have you seen Tracy Ellis Ross?
Tracy Ellis Ross?
Yeah.
From Blackish?
Oh, yeah.
Blackish,
Tracy Ellis
girl,
Ross.
girl,
Diana
look
Ross'
her up.
daughter.
Allow me to do some research.
Sanaya Lathan. She's
hold on.
James
Yeah.
Woodard says, only Jesus can holler at my woman. Nakim says,
I don't give a damn if it's Jesus neither. I'll put you back on that cross. Stay away from my girl.
what up, Relentless? Nakim said, celebrity slipping through DMs.
I got
Let's
you.
be at an ATM before they show TLC. Then you can wild the fuck out.
Mo Magnus. I see what David's saying. Thank you. Okay,
You're good, babe.
Okay, what I'm saying makes sense. Okay,
It do.
Yes.
All right, now, Joe, I know that you have a bone to pick with Tori.
Oh yeah, Tracy
So,
Ellis Ross
Chad,
is beautiful.
recently, or
Pre-fight interview.
a few weeks ago, we had a Food Wars stream where we were discussing Wingstop at one point. Joe, I pitched Wingstop as delicious wings. I said you can get them in all sorts of flavors. The ranch is good with it. Said all sorts of good things. I think after that you went and tried Wingstop.
Yes, on a couple of occasions.
Oh, sorry. Would you like to tell us about your experience?
Oh yeah, me and Tori gonna fight. So let me put the first glove on before we have to throw down. So I was able to go to a Wingstop. Me and the homies stopped there on the way to a commentary gig for a fighting game tournament. And yeah, it's on par with like B-dubs at their peak to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the fries, of course, killer. But even just the wings themselves, I prefer boneless, but I've had both boneless and bone-in, and they're just fine. I have no issues. I feel like I was getting a substantial amount of food. Tori was over here talking about...
Were they Tweety Bird knuckles,
Hell
like
no.
you said?
It was like regular-sized wings, bro.
I don't know. It depends on where you're going. Sometimes they be skimping.
No, you said all Wingstops were like that. And
All
you would
of them.
rather go to Sharks or Jordan to get your chicken.
Wait.
Because
Stop.
you want ostrich wings. You don't want chicken wings.
I don't
You
want
want them
ostrich wings.
pterodactyl
First of all,
wings, bro.
you get a piece of a wing. You get a flat or a drum, and they charging you the same price that you would get a full wing for at other places. That's why I said a 30 for 30 is not a good deal because you're only getting even B-dubs they have those 35-cent wings. You mean to tell me you go from spending 35 cents to a whole $1 just for a section of a wing? You're not getting your money's worth at all. I'm just saying, like, oh, can I spend 35 cents for a wing or
Where you get wings for 35
$1?
cents?
30, huh?
Where you get wings for 35 cents?
What is it? Was it 50
Like
cent or
the
something like that or whatever?
1995?
Used to be like 50
Like,
cent wings.
50 cent. That's what I'm saying. You go from spending that much to a whole $1 for a wing. $1. I hand you $1 and you hand me a drum. I'm gonna be mad.
Tori, the economy is
mad.
fucked. All these prices are
I
going
don't give
up.
a damn about that.
Well, get mad at the damn people in charge, man.
These is my wings we talking about. I'm not about to spend a whole $1. That's just like, oh, hey, give me $1. I'll let you bite my sandwich. I'm gonna be pissed off.
Not the same
That's literally
Here you
it.
go again.
Because you've seen people slurp the whole meat off the bone with a wing. I know you've seen people do that. People get them flats, they slurp the whole thing off in one bite.
Eating wings.
Dave, I saw you doing it last week.
About to say. Don't
I
cap
know
on
y'all.
mine.
I know y'all seen people take a damn.
Why you out here watching people slurping? What the fuck you
People
doing
be
in your
doing
off
them
time, bro?
mukbang challenges all the time, and I know y'all seen Big Groove before eating.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Who?
So I have a question for you, Tori. There's a comment that's about this. I would love for So Bayeti commented on Instagram on the clip that you said that 30 for 30 when it comes to wings is not a deal.
It's not.
Because you mentioned Sharks and Jordans.
Yeah.
Bayeti says, bro is dumpster diving eating at Sharks and Jordans.
That's
30 for 30 is a good deal, and in Wingstop you can get different
That sound
flavors.
like-
Dog is tripping.
That
So,
sounds like somebody to eat at
What you
Fogo
need
de
30
Chao on
wings
a
for,
regular.
dog?
You said what?
What you need 30 wings for,
for a
dog?
party.
Why wouldn't? Who?
Or divide them up over
I'm not
3
saying-
days.
I'm not saying eat them in one sitting.
He probably got him a long
Oh yeah,
day.
I know from the fish barrel. Yeah, I got you. It's cool.
Sometimes some people get hungry too.
It could be breakfast. It could be lunch and dinner. Split it up.
Look,
I
that's a
don't
lot
know.
of.
I don't know
I
about
have to sneak
breakfast.
some veggies in there or something, bro.
I mean, they come with celery
Yeah,
and
they got
carrots, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. But literally, like, I'm not paying a whole
But you
dollar.
go to Wingstop for the corn, though, right?
The corn is fire.
Corn is cool.
Tori, there's
Be
also
cool.
a compliment.
You don't even go
from
there for chicken.
on Instagram. I'm not sure if you know this person, but Jay Daniel says, "Dude in the green is so sexy. I want to take him to an after party."
Who?
You.
You don't only do wearing green.
You don't agree?
It's kind of funny that. How is it like the three of us got like red and black on, and then Tori's just over here with green?
It does look ugly.
Yeah.
I know
I
it
don't
says
know who that
30 for
is.
30
Okay,
isn't
okay.
a good. No, I know it says 30 for 30 isn't a good deal. Inflation has messed us up. That's why it is a good deal, because with inflation, that makes the most sense, in my opinion. And then Nakim says 30 wings is good for one person in one sitting with some courgettes and what's that?
What's some?
Courgettes, and you got a meal.
Okay, whoa.
Courgettes?
Do y'all
My bad.
understand? Okay, look. If these wings actually were the size of pigeon knuckles, like Tori was
I'm not-
talking about, maybe you need 30 of them to fill you up. I
30
have
for
10 and
15,
I'm done.
that sounds a little bit more reasonable.
Bro,
We're
I
not
eat,
going to get 30 for 15 in this economy.
Well, I will say, hold on. In Tori's defense, most people in that clip said Tori is right. Just like Toys and Tits saying Tori is right. So I'm saying we on Tori's head. But
David,
the chat has spoken.
the degeneracy
Oh,
of the
wait.
internet will say whatever and agree with whatever. All right, I ain't buying that.
Mo Magnus says 30 wings for one person is wild. What if you divide it up amongst 2 days?
Nah.
Go back,
Don't
will
you-
still expand
Don't you get
to astronomical
don't y'all buy
proportions.
pizzas
Okay,
and keep them
but-
for 2-3 days?
But still, even some people might partake in the herbal refreshments, and then 30 wings is just right, just enough.
That's not good. Slow it down. Like I said, 10
Wait
wings,
a minute.
10 wings and some
Wait
fries.
a-
I'm ready to go to
wait a
sleep.
minute.
Get them, cook them.
Wait a minute. How was that? You said yourself you want to eat burgers that'll make your heart stop.
But I
Some
only get
people-
one.
Some people want to eat wings till their heart stop.
Hold on, Joe. Tori may have a point, bro. I remember.
But again,
You remember the Big Ugly Burger?
yes.
I remember the Big Ugly.
That was a big burger, bro. So that's the same size as 30 wings.
The big beautiful
How
burger
many calories?
plan. Remember
How
you
many
was
calories
talking
you gonna
about
get
that.
30 and 30 wings?
Remember
And
that?
look, and I got some revelations
You
for you
said-
when we get to when I have to
You
put
said-
this
you
other glove
said-
on tonight.
you
I got
said
some
that-
other things to
You
tell
said
y'all
you
tonight.
had a big beautiful burger plan that you was trying to put out there.
I'm trying to change my weight. Wait, was this a recent thing? What are you talking about?
You talking about the big beautiful burger plan that
What
makes
kind
your
of
heart,
Project 2025 shit are you trying to put on me, bro? Don't put no words in my mouth.
the big beautiful burger plan that stops your heart. That's what you was talking about. That gives you the greatest burger satisfaction and stops your heart. That's what people want with wings. They say, I'm going to eat all these wings and whatever happens,
They're not
happens.
eating wings to stop their heart. They're doing it for the protein.
That's too much protein, though. Like
Is
I said,
You're supposed to eat like
10
a
wings
pound
and
of
some
protein for
fries,
your
and I'm
body
going
weight.
to sleep.
But
I'm
Joe,
done.
this is
I'm
lunch and dinner. Split it up, half and half.
And what if they don't have fries? Then if they just got wings? What if they just eating raw dog and chicken like you would say?
Hey, that's what you like to do, Tori.
Who's out here eating
Some
raw
people
chicken?
You
don't
do that? You raw dog
Some
Oreos?
people-
I'll let you do you.
That's crazy.
No, Oreos.
I don't
no
need
milk.
to lube up my Oreos with milk like y'all.
So you just, All right.
Wait, you eating dry Oreos?
Dry ass Oreos is crazy.
Yep. Wash it down with some cucumber lime Gatorade.
That's
That's
crazy.
trifling.
I'm posting that.
That's crazy. Well, speaking of Oreos, why don't we do a nice fun cookie test right
You
now?
know, that
So,
sounds like
Chad,
fun.
Give him the context.
If
Let's
y'all
do it, yeah.
remember from our food, was it our food string we talked about this?
That was the tier.
The tier
Tier
list?
list.
When we did our tier list, Tori had a very controversial take about mint flavored foods. And what was your take about that, Tori?
Disgusting.
And that people who eat it are disgusting too.
You eat mint ice cream, then you like cold toothpaste. If you like Thin Mints or Yorkshire patties, then you like chocolate covered toothpaste. It's just, it makes no sense to me, and they're just nasty.
Tori, I feel like your hate for Thin Mints is because you've never truly had one.
I've had them before.
Your hate for mint is just from a place of just unfortunate circumstances. But we're going to fix that today.
While you're doing that, I got to read this comment.
I
here
will
from,
go into
Nakim.
commotion.
One second. See, this is why I envy the food sizes in the USA. I visited Miami and New York in 2016. The variety and size
proportions.
Yeah,
blew my British mind.
It moved up. Blew my British mind. People loved my accent. I bet they did. Here's the thing, though. Don't do what we do. All of our shit is terrible. Our food is not regulated. They be putting whatever. And believe me, when we get to our McDonald's topic, I'm gonna have a lot of shit to say.
They substitute a lot of stuff. Like I just saw that like the grandson for Reese's Cups had been getting on them because the stuff that they use to make, he's like that they're substituting real peanut butter for stuff that tastes like peanut butter, and the same with the milk, with the chocolate and all that. They've been substituting and they don't taste the same. Like, this is the grandson of the person that created Reese's Cups, and he's out here complaining to the people who manufacture it now. So I don't know what they're doing now. So
look, man, all I'm saying is when the day comes, I know our business model is within the states and traveling within the states, but when we're rich and successful enough, I need to get out this country, bro. I need to eat like actual regulated food
without all the food coloring.
There's so much where we're not getting fed boxes of scraps, like that type of shit.
Ready?
I'm ready. All right. So like I said, Tori, I think your hate for Thin Mints is because you just haven't. I don't think you've had a good one. Just try bite.
You need to open your heart.
We all gonna do one. See, here, you grab one.
Oh, wait, I gotta eat one too.
This is what they.
I'll take one first.
See, look, this is how people get you with drugs.
Here you go.
They be like, hey, everybody's doing it. Go ahead and have one. Here,
Tori, I hope you remember.
It's like, just take a hit. Just take a hit. It's gonna change your life. This is how they get you with drugs.
Now hold on.
What if you take a bite and your mind has changed about Thin Mint?
That sounds like somebody doing crack. You
David,
take a hit of this crack and then hold
up.
All you need is just a little taste, just a little smidge
Why are we
of
comparing
it.
Thin Mints to crack?
That's how y'all push it.
These are Girl Scout cookies.
That's how y'all pushing it on me. What you mean, Girl Scout cookies? That's one of the biggest drugs.
I'm trying to expand your palate. You said that mint is like eating toothpaste. That's
what Smokey said to Craig when he was trying to get him to smoke. He said, I know you ain't never did this before, but I'm gonna get you on this today. Cause it's Friday and you ain't got nothing to do. This is what y'all trying to do with these Thin Mints.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good comeback.
No. Asia, no. I want you to remember this. Asia, David, chat. Remember every word that he just said, because it is gonna bite him in the ass so hard when we get to this McDonald's topic. In any case.
Do I have
to?
There we go.
We all are doing it.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
Oh man, I'm getting emotional.
DB Dax says, I agree with Tori. I don't want minty scent nor minty taste on my dessert.
I think one bite, you might change your mind.
I've had it before. I don't like it.
That was years ago.
You know what? Do I have to?
Just one bite. One small one, just to...
You know what this is?
I'm about to give y'all a Squidward bite.
That don't count.
You're so dramatic. Bite the cookie, right? Tori.
I can smell it.
Don't like the smell of mint?
No, I don't like the smell of the chocolate with it.
What kind of flavor of toothpaste do you use? Like birthday cake? Like what is?
I don't like chocolate with mint. It's disgusting.
You don't do it,
bro. It's just a flavor. No different than anything else.
Right.
You're good.
So let's
Joe, what did you think?
Let it savor. You know?
I ain't trying to let it savor. Give me a second. I got to step away for a second.
You about to spit it out?
Let me start.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's traumatic. That's crazy.
Chat,
Joe.
David, Asia, chat. I want you to remember this reaction, because I'm gonna have some shit to say when we talk about McDonald's.
Tori about to go do with Listerine.
A blowtorch, whatever.
Dramatic.
That is crazy. Okay, well, hold on. What did y'all think, though? Hold on, real quick, for us, what did y'all think? I mean...
Thin Mints are a classic. Like, the mint taste doesn't overwhelm the cookie. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like, little refreshing little taste in the back of your mouth. It's good.
Yeah, like, the mint isn't, like, super overpowering. I'm not gonna say Thin Mints are my favorite, but I would say, like, top 3, top 5 Girl Scouts.
What is your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
It's between like them peanut butter ones with like the little peanut butter in the middle and chocolate all around it, and then the Samoas. The Samoas are bomb as well.
Samoas are my favorite.
Yeah.
And then I think David, you like Do-si-dos, the peanut butter ones.
Is that the one that Joe's talking about? He just said
You said tagalongs, right?
I don't be remembering
the one with the chocolate and peanut. Which one is that?
Yours didn't have chocolate straight peanut butter cookie.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Was,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are good too.
All right, Vince Art says he's with Tori on this one. So Tori, you got somebody in the chat who agrees with you.
You got
It's
one.
not good.
Tori's in there. I thought I heard throwing. Is he
throwing up?
I heard throwing up noises. I heard heaving. Somebody go check on this man.
I ain't checking on. He grown. He can figure it out.
Joe, so this is like my first time seeing you since the Resident Evil game
Yes.
came out.
Yes.
Good to see you again, by the way.
You know, I told you I would be back eventually.
Just hadn't, you look good. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I've been working on my Leon kicks and my axe swings,
Tell us about Resident Evil. Give us your game review.
Yeah, the 9.5s, the 9s out of 10s, 10s out of 10s, totally justified.
They was right.
Yeah, of course, it's not like quote unquote perfect, but damn near, depending on your taste.
What are what are the imperfections in it?
I mean, like I said, it's going to be pretty subjective depending on how you like the balance between the action and the terror, which I think they did a really good job, and that seems to be the consensus. The ending may fall flat for some people, but it's really grown on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's grown on me a lot. And don't worry, I will not spoil it for you.
Mo Magnus says, I want to age like Leon.
I mean, look.
We got a first time chat, by the way, too.
Oh, what's up? First time Cardell McCauley. Hello. It is my first
what's
time
happening?
in the chat. What
Welcome,
is
welcome.
up?
Mo Magnus, if you just grow out the Leon hair and you'll be all right. And then all these girls will simply.
Leon looked like Paul Phoenix in this game.
How many hours did you put into it to finish it?
I mean, I wasn't keeping track. I finished one playthrough all the way, and I'm on a second playthrough now with the classic standard difficulty. So in order to save with grace, you have to use an ink ribbon at a typewriter. So that's like an actual resource that you have to manage because you got to carry ink ribbons. You can craft ink ribbons, and if you don't have any on you, then you can't save. So that adds to the additional challenge because it's like if you've been going like a long time trying to save your saves and then you get killed, you got to go all the way back. Now, luckily, that doesn't happen to me like ever too often, so I'm cool. But right now, I'm trying to like complete challenges so I can unlock new weapons and stuff like that. So I'm having a lot of fun with the game. There is, like I said, when it comes to the ending, there's a little bit of a blue ball to me, but I get it. And like I said, it's grown on me a lot. But all in all, game is cold. There are so many surprises that like will throw you off. Like, I'm gonna say it, if you got arachnophobia, you might be cooked. There's like fan favorite characters that make a comeback. There is one particular boss fight that was like my dream come true because I was thinking to myself, if only this game had like a boss fight to it that was like on the level of Krauser in RE4, where Leon is fighting somebody who's like his direct equal in hand-to-hand combat, and they did it, and the way they did it was so fucking cool. Thank you, Capcom. Yeah.
Vince Art says that fight with Hunk, I had mixed emotions.
I wasn't trying to spoil, but yeah. It was
is that a spoiler?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like the game's been out for like a week now. 5 million copies sold. Everybody should be playing the game. If you haven't played the game yet, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I've been seeing a lot of people use the blind zombie to one-shot almost everybody.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing because like the behavior, like every Resident Evil game has like enemy variety. And on paper, this game has just about the same amount of enemy variety as the previous games, but the way they go about it is really unique because like we said before, the traits that a character was doing beforehand will carry over to when they're zombies. So you have zombies that are like obsessed with like stopping any noise. So they'll like come out with like a fucking blood drip and be like, be quiet, and just like swing at everybody. And you can actually use that as a tactic to take out other enemies. If they got a chainsaw, you can basically get in the way between like the chainsaw zombie and other zombies, and then the chainsaw zombie will just mindlessly attack and kill those zombies. There's zombies that are obsessed with turning off the lights. So you can use that to sneak around them. So much cool shit. But yeah.
Where do you rank this Resident Evil game amongst your others that you've played?
It's definitely up there. It might be
top 3. Top 5?
Easily top 3.
Top 3, not number 3?
Y'all got to know I'm bad at picking favorites, but good news though. There is DLC on the way. The director of the game confirmed. So in May, we're going to be getting like a new mini game. We're getting a photo mode so that girls can thirst over Leon more. There's going to be a story expansion that's happening later, which could be anything and include whatever character. I'm still pulling for Jill Valentine to come back. If we get the Wolfhound Squad and possibly interactions are playable with Chris Redfield, that would be dope. Ada Wong, I don't care what it is. Give me everything.
So what you're telling me is what I've been saying is coming true.
Resident Evil 5 remake?
No, a Chris and Leon team up game.
Man, here's actually a funny thing about Resident Evil Requiem. Originally, the game was going to be like an online multiplayer co-op thing, but Resident Evil fans don't want that. So thankfully, they actually pivoted to a much more traditional experience. But that's what could have been. So for some reason, Capcom does have this obsession with doing it. It could have been another Resident Evil Resistance. And that game is dead on Steam right now, which is very interesting.
Vince Art says the original RE4 is still number 1 in my opinion.
That's fair.
And then Julian's here. What's up?
What up, Julian?
What's good, Julian?
Yeah, it's been a minute. What's good?
But I got to say, for that one character that we saw, and like I said, I got a little blue balled from it, but the performance from the actor, because he was in a previous game, and I was thinking to myself, now how would this person take it further? Because it's not the original, but they're still doing a good job. Mm-hmm. But hearing them in this game makes me really excited for a particular remake. And there's all these rumors floating around that Capcom is working on this remake of Resident Evil 1, 0, 5, 6. At this point, just give me all of them, because Capcom is on fire right now. And there's like so much nostalgia and stuff in this game, but it's not like cheap. Because y'all know how I feel about like really lazy nostalgia pandering. But Resident Evil is a franchise that
say something about it.
But that's the thing. This franchise is not running out of steam. Keep in mind, their previous 2 like new mainline games had like a completely different protagonist, new cast of characters, barely had any like ties back to the previous stories. So they've proven they can introduce new ideas and do just fine. They've proven that they can make remakes of the games, and aside from one miss, and hey, it was 2020, so development issues, but they've proven they can handle remakes just fine. Give me everything. New stories, old stories, I don't give a fuck. Just give me more Resident Evil. Pretty please. And David and Asia, you'll be able to see it yourselves too when I force you to play it on stream. So we're working on
as long as you go see the Supergirl movie,
I don't have a damn choice.
I will play your Resident Evil game, even though we are not fans of horror.
Yeah,
I think you and Dave should do Resident Evil 5 together.
I mean, 5 and 6 aren't really that scary. So.
Those are more action.
Well, 5 is because it's co-op.
Well, both of them are co-op. So
6,
but I never played it co-op. I play it for the story. I don't really play it for co-op.
I have 6 and I've never played it.
Kim says, I'm just waiting for the hyped Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC from the convention to come true. Yeah. My fighting skills have been going rusty, just waiting for that update to drop. Is that what you're looking forward to, Tori?
Sparking Zero kind of like...
Oh, that game died.
It kind of...
Y'all was like hyped about it for like a minute, and then like...
I was real hyped for it, but then...
Literally a minute.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, it was basically...
hyped for it for a little bit, then went back to Xenoverse 2.
I mean, it was basically Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 4. Who wouldn't be excited for that? And then we got it. Everybody got their asses kicked by Grade 8 Vegeta, and then they just stopped. But so, unfortunate, but it is what it is.
All right.
I'll take a Dragon Ball Fighters 2. That'd be kind of cool.
Me too.
Okay. You ready to dive into some topics for tonight?
Let's get it.
All right. We've got a long list of things to cover. So let's start with this God of War casting backlash. So Amazon Prime Video released the first official look at the God of War TV series, and the internet completely had a complete meltdown. So the image is Ryan Hurst, and I know you're going to go back to what we said last stream, but hush. The image features Ryan Hurst, and fans slammed the image, calling it cheap, cosplay tier, AI generated. He even had to come out and post on Instagram, "Don't believe everything you see on the internet." So, with all this being said, the backlash of the casting and everything, Tori, what's your thoughts on this? What do you think is the issue here?
Listen, it just goes back to what I said when we first talked about it. I said I need to see some in costume images to see how it's looking, and sure enough, people jumped in the comments under that video, and it was like, "Oh well, he's a good actor." I know he's a good actor. I saw him in Sons of Anarchy, but when I first saw him, he was in Remember the Titans. So like, I know the actor. I know he can act. But my thing is like, can you pull it off though? Can like acting? You could be the best actor in the world.
This wasn't even about his acting skills. This was about just how he looked.
But that's my point, though. That's what people in the comments, they were like, "Oh, but he's a great actor." You could be a great actor, but if you can't fit the look or the aesthetic of it, then it's not gonna hit the same. It's not gonna hit the same, like at all. You could have a A-list actor in a movie where it's just like, oh man, that's just not that. You a great actor, but that's just not.
I mean, we've seen
I'm not seeing it.
We've seen what Shyamalan movies have done to good actors before, so it's not.
So like I knew it. I called it.
What's your now that we've seen the full? Because first it was just the photo.
I saw the photo. I was
now
like,
now that you see the full, his dress and everything. What are your issues with it now that we see it?
I was like, nah.
But what about
what's
it?
wrong with it?
I was like,
what's wrong?
it just didn't.
Is he like not big enough or something?
I mean, he definitely need to put on a little bit. But I was like, I saw him and it looked like I ain't no disrespect to him. It just looked like somebody cosplaying as Kratos, and I was like, I ain't feeling it.
You don't think he was in shape enough?
He just
for Kratos
from playing the game and looking at it, I was like, he just didn't have the look for Kratos to
Tori, it's a video game. It's not going to be real life. Like
I'm saying, but I've seen people that
wait a second, Joe. Wait.
I've
you
seen
had the same issue.
With what?
I've seen people cosplay Kratos. I was like, damn, that person should be Kratos if they did a live action. Like, but when I looked at him, I was like, I don't get that same feeling. Like, yeah, like, because, like, I'm saying, like he's a great actor, but what I'm saying is, when I looked at him, I was like, that's not great. It looked like somebody was just cosplaying Kratos, but because I've seen actual people cosplay Kratos, say they'd be like, yo, that person should be him in the movie. But when I looked at him, I did not see that.
See, I ain't gonna fight you on this one. I'm gonna put the gloves away for now, but you're still tripping because I don't see the issue personally.
You saw
I don't either.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You look fine.
Have you played God of War?
I didn't play the new one.
I played it. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
Some though. He's played enough to know how he looks.
I mean, I played like God of War 3, and I kept up with the originals.
But Joe,
I've seen.
Not to cut you off.
No,
I'm
go ahead.
confused though, because I recall you had an issue with the casting of M. Bison for the exact same reason. You said he's too small, and this is Tori saying the same thing about Kratos.
It's not just a looks thing; it's about the reason why for that. And I
because
explained.
Vince Art says the one playing M. Bison in the Street Fighter movie is a great actor too.
Yeah, no.
They remember him saying that,
Go
Joe,
ahead.
so they caught him saying.
But again, to me, the part where I question it is because, in concept, it doesn't make sense for M. Bison. Because as I explained during that stream, M. Bison is a character who is obsessed with overwhelming power. Mm-hmm. So the physique reflects that. And again,
the God of War.
That's what I'm saying.
But like I said,
but here's the thing. You said,
but it's the same thing.
You said it should have been John Cena to play M. Bison.
Yep.
And because like he just doesn't fit that. When you see him, you don't see power and all that.
Right, like he's got
that's how I feel about this guy. I looked at him, I was like, I don't see.
But I look at that. But I look at that, and I don't see where the issue is. Like he's not. He didn't look scrawny when I saw the picture.
But compared to
what, the video game?
No, compared to what he could look like if they picked somebody that actually had that.
No, I am saying compared to the video game. I'm saying that's what fans are comparing.
But at the same time, like if they're making a Street Fighter movie, and if they made a Tekken movie, which they already did, but I don't want to talk about that one right now. If they were doing that, you see like the physiques that these characters have. Like Street Fighter characters look like gorillas. Unless you get like, of course, like a beefed out, roided out, like, The Rock or a wrestler, you're not going to get that physique. You can work within like a regular human, well-developed body type, and you can still make it work. You got to, of course, like scale things, but that's the thing. I don't get how much bigger and bulkier you expect this guy to be. Mm-hmm. He had the look. The outfit was on point. He had the body paint. He had the white skin, the red marks. He had the weapons. Atreus, that's the kid's name. He looked all right. They're in the woods. I don't know where y'all expect them to be, if the background was an issue. So I'm like, I don't see an issue there. And of course, the jury's still going to be out because we actually have to see the project.
Even the creator of the God of War game was like, Nah.
Are you talking about David Jaffe?
Was
The
that
nigga
him?
that got stuck in that one area in Metroid Dread and then wrote the whole game off? So he's a clear good judge of taste.
I
He
mean-
needs to shut the fuck up. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's a hack.
I'm just saying, like, that's just like if they did what's that? Who directs the Yakuza games?
We'll just say the current director. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
or Tekken, or who?
Okay,
directs?
he left, but let's just go ahead and say Harada. Sure.
Harada. Say Harada. Somebody did a live action, and they had Kazuya. They had Kazuya there, and then Harada was like, and they had the live action actor they got for Kazuya, and Harada was like, nah, I don't like that.
I mean,
you would take some concern into that.
no,
wouldn't
but
you?
that literally happened. We've lived through that.
Yeah.
But
That's the same situation we're
But
going
the
through
thing
right now,
is,
though.
that made sense because again, Harada's an actual artist. What's up, Sergeant Venom? Harada actually has good taste when it comes to these things, and the actual interpretation that we got for Kazuya didn't align with what we got with the appeal from the games at all. So,
But everybody's that. I mean, that's literally what's happening now because everybody is complaining about Kratos, and even the person that worked on the game is saying nah, and the fans are saying nah. I mean,
but again, you
that's the
can't
same
really
situation
compare
we
David
in right
Jaffe to Harada because David Jaffe is cooked.
But
The
he,
dude's
but
brain
he,
is
but he,
string cheese.
but
Like,
he,
what are
but
we
he,
talking
but
about?
he worked on the God of War games, just like Harada worked on the Tekken games. Jaffe worked on it's the same situation, parallel to each other. They both was like, nah, I'm not feeling the actor they got.
But what I'm saying is, I don't trust David Jaffe's judgment right now.
So this
I
is
have a
your
question for Joe then.
Go for it.
Could he, in your mind, because I'm kind of somewhere in the middle where I don't think he looks that bad as far as that goes and stuff like that. But like, if we're comparing it to God of War, is there an argument that he or another actor could be more muscular in comparison to God? People have.
I mean, look, he's bulky enough. He's just not like super toned or whatever. But I'm like, this looks just fine. This damn near looks like the game. What
No,
are you?
he really looks fine. I mean, this reminded me of the backlash that Tom Hardy got when he was casted as Bane, and when he finally showed off his physique. People were like, he's not big enough. But then, true, but nobody is that big. Y'all forget that these are drawn characters.
wait a minute.
but-
There are people that big.
Okay, fine. There
Actors,
are. If they,
though, can they act?
can they
though?
act?
But
Can
you
they do
think-
stunts? Can they do what they need to do
They
to
probably
make
can.
money?
They
I mean,
probably
yes,
can.
Dave
But
Bautista should have played Bane. We
Yeah.
missed that opportunity.
My thing
But
I think Dave Bautista would need to be a little bit bigger for Bane too.
Tom Hardy ain't that man like 5'6".
Dave Bautista's not even, he's not even a good actor. What are we talking about?
You talking about Batista? Ain't that no good actor?
No, he's not. Are you?
Of all the
That's-
no,
he could have pulled off Bane.
That man.
No, he could not.
What movies have you seen Batista in besides Guardians of the Galaxy?
I liked him in
Exactly.
what's it called? Army of the Dead. I think he was
Exactly.
really good in that.
I
But
haven't seen him in
He got his first.
I just don't
role.
think that anybody considers Dave Bautista like he's a good action
he-
actor. He's
he's
a good Jason
if you were
Statham.
playing Bane, that'd be
Jason
the
Statham.
So how could he not play Bane?
Bane, I don't know. On a Christopher Nolan set?
Bane's a villain.
No, Christopher
Okay.
Nolan's a real director.
Have you seen? But you haven't seen him other than a goofy role that he's been in. That's just
so
like
you're telling me he can do some serious
he
like.
can.
like I
He
said,
has
in
movies
Army of
out
the
there
Dead-
like that.
Okay, hey, he about to get an Oscar. Okay,
All right.
got it.
No,
I
look,
didn't know he was that good.
No, real talk. In Army of the Dead, he actually had a really, really emotional scene at the end and he pulled it off. But I'm not talking. Anyways, getting back on topic.
Kratos.
Yes. From what I'm seeing, solely off of just the casting choice and the image that they have shown, this is, I think, a decent reveal. Like I said, the costume on point. He's got the outfit. He's got the makeup. He's got a decent enough physique. He's not like super toned and ripped, but at the same time, it's like you're talking about real people with real human bodies.
So why
They're
is
not-
there so much backlash then?
I don't know. People tripping, bro.
Because people but for example, when they showed the first reveal of who is it? Harry Potter, Zelda, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they showed these for the first time, I don't recall there being this much
Well,
total backlash.
you know what? Part of what does it too is it's
This is almost like
sometimes
Sonic level. Remember when they showed Sonic for the first time?
but
this is damn near like that.
this is not even
No,
close
people,
to that.
Eh, damn near.
No.
people changed that. They got that.
They trying to do that now.
Is that what's going to happen?
They
Is
got that
what's-
ragamuffin out of here. That thing was ugly.
Is that what you want?
So are we about to bully the studio into either getting a better actor or making him put
I
on
mean,
like
here,
another
but
20,
here
30
that's
pounds of muscle?
that's different because they've already started shooting, and it's way different than to find another actor and then get and do all the reshoots opposed from just changing the CGI that they put in the in the movie. I feel
But again,
like,
with like Sonic, it looked genuinely bad. That's why
So
it had to
fans, they're
change.
saying this looks bad to them.
This is nowhere near that same
That's
level.
what fans are saying.
Bro, here's what you've got to understand. A lot of times, some of the stuff is just narrative driven. Because again, you can look at like, did you like, what's his name? David Cornsweat Superman suit.
No, I did not.
Okay, but why not, David?
I thought it looked kind of baggy. Like you said, I kind of agree with
But
you.
he's got the bright blue colors and he's got the trunks up to here. Like, so what's the issue? He wore it in the comics.
Okay.
But again, that's just the narrative that some sets of people choose to run with, and then they make it an issue. But like I said, I look at this image and I do not see a problem. Maybe his face doesn't look exactly like the games, but no shit. Because you're looking at a carefully constructed pixel person. What the fuck do y'all want?
Okay, I have a question for Asia real quick.
Go
Asia,
ahead.
did you say something about, like, what was the quote that he said about don't believe? What was it?
Yeah, he said, "Don't believe everything you see on the internet, kids."
Okay. Which that comment, again, I'm more in the middle. I don't think it looks that bad, but I could kind of see what people are saying to a certain degree. But as far as that quote, it's very weird to me where he's saying, don't believe everything you see on the internet. This picture was posted by Amazon Prime. It wasn't no leaked image out of focus. This. This was, I mean, listen, if it got posted by their official page, that means it had to go through directors, producers, social media managers, assistants, everybody.
Yep.
Him, his people, et cetera, et cetera. So for him to come out and say, don't believe it, you believe everything you see on the internet is so weird because, wait, the official page posted it. Like, it wasn't like a Reddit leak thing like it was with Harry Potter and everything. So what does that comment mean?
It's kind of just a weird statement to make.
sound like he
Doesn't
was
really-
like, "Oh, I don't actually."
Look like
That's
that?
just like that's what people like. I don't look like that in person. Don't worry about that. You know, that's what it sounded like.
That's what it's giving.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's giving. I actually look like this in person. Relax.
Johnny Ghostman Milner, I hope I pronounced that correct. Robert Pattinson did a great job with a crappy script. I don't think the script was that crappy. I just hate that suit and that car and Catwoman's mask. That I found unforgivable.
He was an emo Batman, so just like
All right, now Kim says Superman without the trunks based on the new 52 continuity was better for that decade. Back to shorts brings nostalgia. Hard to look away though.
And I get it, but at the same time, it was just poorly designed. If they had just lowered the belt and made it less, like, just lower it, just keep it as bulky and as out of place as it looks, just lower it a little bit, and it would have fit a lot better. But he looked like he was wearing a diaper, bro. I'm sorry. It was just poorly designed. But hey, is what it is.
that's what they were saying about Kratos. They were saying like, dang, like.
But I'm like, where's? I don't
like
see
he
an
taking a
issue
dump
there.
in the woods.
Here's
like,
what I saw,
he
Joe. Not to be hypercritical.
Go for it.
But again, and it's not about, I'm not trying to body shame because I honestly do think he's in good shape. He's in better shape than I am. Like, and he's way
And everybody
over-
here, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not hating on him, but here's what fans are doing. They have zoomed in on his stomach and they say, where's the six pack? That's what they've done. Like, if you look, and if you compare to Kratos,
I hope whoever is commenting this
I
shit
know.
has got like muscles on top of muscles, 0% body fat, because otherwise, shut up. I'm sorry.
That's just what they're saying. That's
So good luck to the people behind God of War.
Yeah,
We got to wait to see.
Before we move on, real quick, I mean, I'm curious. Everybody with this one, you two guys are like, what should they do next? Just continue, or do they? I mean, because the base of fans that you're serving this for, because this is not. I mean, it's God of War show.
Right.
Of course, you know, normies can watch people who didn't play the games, but we know they want people who play the games to watch it, obviously. So, what do they do if the target audience of the
Watch.
show
Real
says
talk.
we hate this?
Watch the minute they see him throw that axe, half those people at least will
No,
shut
you're
up.
right. You're right. That's usually how it happens. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Moving on, the Lanterns trailer. So, I already hear y'all.
Wait, you just watched it. Can we hear yours before we go
Yeah,
on? 'Cause
absolutely.
You saw it fresh, like 5 minutes before
No,
stream.
let me give some context. HBO finally dropped the teaser for Lanterns, starring Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan, Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart. According to these articles, the reception has been overwhelmingly positive because of the tone.
Who said that?
According to this article, the reception has been very positive.
It's a PR spin.
Of course.
Now, I just saw it an hour or two before the stream, and I did not see not a single Green Lantern come out of that trailer. I didn't see nothing green. The grass wasn't even green. Like, what? Like, there was no green in that trailer, and that suit did not look like the suit that I saw in the Justice League cartoon I used to watch. What was that? That didn't even look green. I'm like really pissed that there's no green in a Green Lantern TV show.
Do you want to know what's so funny? This clip has resurfaced recently I think it was from like a year ago. Somebody had done an interview with like one of the writers on the show, and he said, "Hey, you're working on the Green Lantern show," and then he immediately interjected and said, "Well, it's just called Lanterns because we all agreed that the green was stupid."
Who said that?
One of the writers of the show.
Oh.
Now, as stupid of a statement that is to make when you're making a show about Green Lanterns, I will play devil's advocate in this one aspect. There was another like producer or executive behind the show who in another like small interview said that like the beginning of the show is going to be grounded before it goes like cosmic and intergalactic and stuff, which is more of what I want to see. So it's might be lame that you got to wait a little bit, but at least it'll be there.
But when
That
though? If
being-
it's in the last episode,
If it's like the last half, that'd
Yeah.
still be kind of but I still maintain the same thing that I said before. And I feel vindicated on this again. This has just been my 2026 Joe Vindication tour because a lot of what I say ends up becoming true no matter what people say in the comments. But my thing is, if you're going to do a Green Lantern show and you're going to shy away from the more fantastical science fiction elements of it, what are we doing here? DC and Warner Brothers is a sinking ship. They're about to be bought out again. This is like the third time in the last 10 years.
That's why.
They don't have the budget for intergalactic. They can barely afford to put their shoes on.
That's why I got.
DC is starving right now.
That's why I got
Syrup
upset
sandwiches and crime allowances.
with the live action. Well, the was the Christian Bale Batman, like all the elements of Batman, like they took all that out to just stick to the realism.
there you can't. Hold on, I'm not gonna let you disrespect the Dark Knight and compare it to Lanterns. We can't. That's disrespectful.
No, because
Going way too
like
far.
what they did,
They're not even
they
the same
took,
universe.
They took away the elements that made
there was
Batman
enough,
who
there was
he
still enough
is,
elements in there, that,
and then
that you are- that
traded
is
it
different.
in.
You're saying it's the same thing?
That's literally what they're
No.
doing. They trading it in for realism.
No, they went further.
They-
because, no. They took this even further to a point where it's like, for example, the trailer doesn't even look like a good network show.
No.
It's like that scene where they did that whole like drove off the building and stuff. Well,
You
and
didn't
then just
like that?
walks back.
What's
Like, what was that? Where's why didn't they show us anything?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, why is it every time there was an action scene, it's like, oh, cut away.
And
It looks
my
like a
thing
terrible
too
show.
is like,
Really quick, the Black Up
Okay.
says, as a Lantern fan, I feel disrespected. Vince Art says, Lanterns, I don't know. Now Kim says, to be fair, Asia, they're not always green when they're off duty. I should have saw something green in that trailer.
but the thing is, like, if you're trying to establish our faith in the series,
because it's an origin story, right? It's like,
no, I mean, these guys, maybe for Jon Stewart,
yeah.
but like Hal Jordan, the white dude, he's established. He's been around the block for a while. He's older.
That's one thing that's one thing. Like they make, I feel like I guess because they've showed them when they've showed them together in the cartoon and all that, they've all been roughly around the same age. This dude looked like he got like 30 up on him.
Yeah, I don't know why. Look, honestly,
30?
y'all gonna hate me for saying this,
20
but
or
it
30,
reads
man.
like this is just gonna be another James Gunn self-insert character. Because if he grows out his beard a little bit, he'll probably damn near look just like James Gunn. I'm just saying, he tends to do that. But putting that aside, here's my thing. If you want to try and establish our faith in the series, because they released like that little promo footage of this Hal Jordan and
Oh, the picture.
yeah,
That
the
was
picture
trash,
with
too.
them two. Yeah, because they had to have seen what people said about it, where it's like, where's all the Green Lantern stuff? They're not in their suits. Their rings aren't glowing. Like they're just walking.
no, they heard all of that and still put out that trailer.
And
And the
double
thing
down.
That's
is,
crazy.
if footage exists of an action scene or of them in space, why not just put like a little sliver of that in there to say, oh, they are going to do that? But they didn't do it. They
They
doubled
wanted-
and tripled
But at
down.
the end,
wanna
they
save
showed.
the hype.
Didn't they show at the end something with the ring or nah?
They showed Hal
No, you know
Jordan
what?
flying. They showed him flying, but there was no green aura, no
Yeah, no,
grip.
you know what? They did. They showed something for a second, then they cut away. I think he
Right.
like, lifted his ring up, and you saw a small spark, and then it cut.
A little shimmer.
Yeah, a little shimmer. That's all. That's all we
yeah.
did. Now I have a question, Joe, and team. What if this whole thing
Listen,
I have a theory.
Go for
This
it.
whole thing is marketing, right?
Mhm.
Hear me out. They
Yeah.
know that the backlash from the original photo was what it was, right?
Uh-huh.
They said, hey, you know what? Everybody's complaining there's no Green Lantern, no fantastical elements, blah, blah, blah. They showed the trailer, there's all this backlash and conversation, and then they showed the real trailer with all this stuff just to kind of, get the marketing buzz going and say, oh, here's the real trailer, this.
So are you
Look.
saying what Clockwork Animal's saying? Maybe they want to surprise the audience?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the next trailer maybe,
That might blow us away.
fingers crossed, is going to show the real stuff and say, hey, y'all judge too soon.
I feel like at this point they have to. That has to be the case.
Yeah, right? It has
but at the same time, it's like I still question your decision. I'm like,
Jack Barry says the Lantern Show is literally Yellowstone.
That is
2.0.
hilarious comment.
No, putting it that way, it looked like Yellowstone.
I can't unsee. Yeah, and if you don't know Yellowstone is like essentially a modern Western show.
Yeah.
Very realistic, grounded, blah, blah. Billy Bob Thornton's in it. So that is a hilarious comparison. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
I mean, no, my thing is like, yeah, if you want to save all the good stuff for later, and that's fine, that's a marketing tactic. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you can read the room and see, give them something.
No,
it's a very questionable choice. Why would you even run the risk of people not like skipping out on your series? Just they say, oh, this looks boring. This just looks like cops, and they're in the dirt in cars. I don't see them doing no Green Lantern stuff, so I'm just gonna skip it. You're gonna get some people that are like that. And for a DC Studios that has already had their big flagship movie that has underperformed, and that's been confirmed. And as far as we know, too, word on the street is that both Creature Commandos and Peacemaker Season 2 underperformed. You got to come out swinging, bro. You've got to start off strong.
Sergeant Venom says James Gunn GL and next the same thing will come out in black and white and will be the Snyder cut for the fanboys.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because it also has to be said, maybe some people were a little hard on Snyder too, because keep in mind, we saw what their big budget James Gunn Green Lantern project looks like. And this, boys and girls, is what Zack Snyder made in his damn driveway. Wayne T. Carr as John Stewart, right here. Look at that. You can't tell me that does not look like a dope-ass Green Lantern right there.
You know, Tyrese wanted to be John Stewart.
Oh, that takes me to my next question. What do y'all think of the casting? Aaron Pierre as,
casting's good.
I mean, he's all right.
Okay, y'all cool with the casting?
Yeah, I got no problems with it.
Yeah, and I like even the, I'm terrible with names. What's the actor's name who's playing Hal Jordan?
Kyle Chandler?
Yeah, he was really good in a show I used to watch called Bloodline. He's also been in other stuff too, so he actually is a good actor. I've seen him in stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at face value, it doesn't look like he'd be my first choice, but that I can still give him a shot.
He seems, in my mind, he just seems a little bit older, but I think that's the role. He's playing the mentor and stuff. But in general, it just looks boring. So.
Johnny Ghostman Milner says, I understand what Joe is saying. With every attempt at Green Lantern being a flop, maybe renew fan faith by giving us an actual good preview.
Listen.
Yeah, because Vince Art says they should surprise us in the first trailer, David. Like, don't
I
even.
agree.
Yeah.
And like I said, they didn't have to show a whole lot, just a little bit.
Just some green.
Just show one in the first. How does this make any sense? In the first damn Superman teaser that we got Hal Jordan, or what's his name? Fucking Guy Gardner shooting a green laser from his ring. And the movie's not even about him. But in the actual Lantern show, they don't even show the Green Lanterns doing anything Green Lantern. They don't even show the color green.
I mean, it's kind of like how they did with Smallville, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're not disrespecting Smallville, right?
Another one for it. And
we're not disrespecting Smallville,
I'm saying,
though, right?
You got Superman, but you don't really see him doing Superman stuff.
Because it's about Superman being in high school.
He's in
high school. We weren't watching him watch him fight. We was watching him go to school, do stuff with the girls, like, you know.
And Smallville got 10 seasons. I
mean, don't disrespect Smallville.
But you didn't see it. When did you see him in the suit though? Like you didn't see him doing his thing until the very end.
You made a Superman show without the Superman elements fully.
Like Gotham too.
No. Yeah.
Good example.
No, because those are the issues that I take with it. Now, speaking from a position of ignorance, because I have not watched Smallville, but I have passing knowledge of it. Mm-hmm. So you said that show has 10 seasons?
Yeah.
A lot.
And it's all supposed to be him in high school.
I think he ends up graduating.
That's the thing.
I think it starts.
How many years?
No, it starts like that.
Right. But you don't see him actually become Superman until the last season. Just like you don't see Bruce Wayne become Batman until the very last episode of Gotham with however many seasons that had. Again, DC and Warner Brothers have the weirdest obsession with doing everything else except for the one fucking thing you ask them for. Just give me a Superman show or a Superman movie. Give me a Batman movie or a Batman show. but then they'll try to just do everything else. Let's make a Batman show about everybody else except for Batman.
I thought
we forgot one more about the butler. What's his name?
Alfred.
Pennyworth.
Pennyworth.
Y'all gotta watch Pennyworth.
I still don't even think that show is real.
Listen, for all
I know, it could be AI.
But Alfred was good though. Alfred, it showed how badass Alfred is if people don't pay attention. But he's a badass butler. But before he became a butler, he was a badass.
But don't nobody want to see that. We want to see Alfred be badass alongside Batman.
But but I thought you love your origins though. You love your origin. This is like a Jon Stewart origin.
But here's the thing: sometimes you got to be selective about which origins you choose to run with.
I told y'all we didn't need origins. Y'all was like, no, we gotta have origins because people need to see where they at.
No.
I'm just saying.
Roll the clip.
Post the clip.
No, roll the clip. And then back to me. You've seen the clip. Now back to me. Again, if you want to talk about seeing the origins of characters, yeah. Would you rather see an origin movie about, let's say, Booster Gold, an actual superhero, maybe one that his name isn't Buster Bob, Dave, a character that you haven't really had much interaction with, but he's an actual established character. He's a superhero. There's a story to be told there. Would you rather see that or the story of his little robot sidekick Scoots or whatever the fuck that thing's name is? Or an origin movie or an HBO Max show about Jimmy Olsen. Which one are you trying to see?
I don't want that Jimmy Olsen.
Thank you.
No.
I mean, but this is Green Lantern. Yeah, y'all want to see y'all Batman origins. Y'all want to see y'all Superman origins. Now you got Green Lantern. Now you got to see his origin. That's what we stuck with because everybody
at least one of them.
That's what y'all want to see. This is what they give you.
I see what Tori's saying. I mean, for people who are complaining about origin stories, I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, this is what.
But at the same time, too, see, again, I don't really totally buy that because if we're talking about like Smallville and Gotham, there's an origin story which can be told in the span of one movie versus the span of 10 seasons. The origin's already established. Let's actually see you as the superhero. When does the origin end and the superheroing start?
But they already confirmed that he's going to be in the James Gunn Superman.
Yeah,
that's my next topic.
John Stewart. Yeah,
John Stewart. So this is the origin of John Stewart.
Again,
Lanterns.
I have no problem with.
Then he transitions into the live action.
I have no problem with that. And as
wait a minute. Sorry.
No, hold on. Hold up. Let me finish my point. I need to finish my point. As I was about to say, I have no problem with the concept that they're trying to start with of. What's his name? Hal Jordan is the established Green Lantern. He's been around the block for a little while, and now he is passing the torch to John Stewart. Totally fine with that. On paper, that is the smartest decision you could actually make. My issue with it is the groundedness of the show versus whatever amount of actual cosmic superheroing we're going to see. The jury's still out about how much that's going to be based on statements. We know it's going to be there, but at the same time, do I want to see all the grounded build up to that? I don't give a fuck seeing them Green Lanterns eat at Denny's and stopping purse snatchers. I want to see some superheroing. I want to see fucking green lasers and suits and flight and all giant bulldozers. Can we see that? I want to see that.
We're gonna get that at the end, like the end of every origin movie. But I have to make a point here. Just like y'all two, both, all two of y'all. Listen, y'all talking about, I don't want to have to watch a show in order to see a movie, because now he going to be in the movie. Now y'all got to watch the show just to see who he is, but that's his origin in this. So what we doing here?
I'm actually going to say what Pepperoni said here in the chat, and that is I'd rather have origin films than a whole ass series, to be honest.
I can agree with that.
I'd rather have it in a movie.
I think. Do we want 10 weeks of an origin story? I don't, you know.
Yes, yes, because what y'all said, because people want to know who these characters are. They want to know. They want to know what made them who they are. So we need to see these things. This is what y'all about to get.
All I said was we don't need to be making superhero shows to supplement knowledge that we would need for the superhero movie. Just put it in the movie.
The movie will take years to take place. This is probably a few weeks. Week span in the TV show.
Like filming it? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the timeline. The timeline. But they just put it into a show. Like it's probably a few weeks have passed or something like that.
Okay. Moat Magnus brings up a point. Is the issue that it's an origin story or that it's grounded / boring? Because to me, I don't even care about the origin story. It's the fact that there's just nothing happening.
Maybe his origin story is just boring.
But hold on.
I'll let y'all know right now. I've always said that I am tired of seeing origin stories.
I know.
and I just want them to get straight into it. They always say, "Hey, we need origin stories because there's always new." You said it too. You said it's always new fans, and what if they don't? What if they've never seen this character? Okay. They want to see where they get their powers from. Then I say nobody wants to see when they get their power. You said, "Oh yeah," because you said it. I remember. Now it's coming to me. You said that's because I said kids don't need to see the origin story. You said, "What kids do you know that don't want to see the origin story?" That's what you said to me.
Pepperoni needs to take a water break.
I got my water right here.
You got it, Amy?
Thank you.
And then so they could have did the show. If they did the show where he's already an established Green Lantern, and he's out here, protecting Earth. Then y'all be like, oh, but how did he get the ring? What is he? What made him who he is that he wants to be a hero and all this? Like that's questions y'all be asking. But people want to see these things. People want to know where they get their powers from. But now that we getting that, people don't want it.
But again, that's not the issue though. That's not the issue at all. Nobody is making an issue about this being the origin of John Stewart or whatever.
I think it's boring.
The issue to be fair, it runs the risk of being boring. The jury's still out. There's still stuff that needs to be seen.
But the trailer's supposed to sell you. I feel less interested than before.
And that's a failure on their part. Yeah. The burden of proof isn't on you as a consumer. It's on them to sell it to you. If you're not making your show look exciting, then that's your fault. This is the same shit that I've been saying. It's the same shit I was saying during Superman. So I still think there is still some hope, but they've got to start pulling out some big guns here and saying, okay, y'all, don't worry. Here's some cool stuff. They're in space. They're fighting aliens. They're working with aliens in the Green Lantern Corps. Here's Oa. Here's the Guardians of the Universe. It's okay. But the question then becomes, how much of that is actually going to be in the show, and how exciting or boring is it going to be getting up to the stuff that we really came to see? Mm-hmm. Here's a prime example. The Superman and Lois show from the CW. Did y'all? Yeah. I watched like most of the first season of that, and I'm not going to lie, and people may not agree, but I found it kind of boring because there was definitely some good superheroing in it, a lot of which they borrowed from Snyder, but that's beside the point. But it was a lot of family drama and high school. Y'all know me. I'm past that point in my life. I don't care. Let's get to the superheroing and the intrigue and the mystery and the conspiracy. But the family drama, yeah, it was cool, but I could do without that. That's what kind of killed the show for me. Mm-hmm. It's all the domestic, relatable, human-y stuff. There's a certain balance you got to strike with that. So that turned me off to that show a little bit.
Because you just want to see boom, boom, pow, fight, right?
Not necessarily.
Bang, bang.
Just got to have a decent balance. And I think it did a pretty good job of intertwining. So I can give the show its credit where credit is due. It didn't completely throw me off, and I sat through, like I said, the majority of season 1. But like I said, hopefully this Lanterns show will actually balance it out. And keep in mind, if y'all want to look back some streams when we first started talking about this stuff, when James Gunn was announcing his DCU slate, do not forget, the Lanterns show was probably the one thing I was actually really looking forward to, because I've been waiting for a long ass time to see more representation in live action for John Stewart, Green Lantern, and even Hal Jordan. So on paper, this should have been made for me. I should have been rooting for this. And then the more we see of it, and the more they refuse to show the cool stuff that everybody actually wants to see, the more concerned I just happen to get. So,
well, you know what? This topic may cheer you up then, Joe.
Let's get it.
Because Aaron Pierre joins the Superman sequel. DC Studios has officially confirmed that Aaron Pierre will join the cast of the upcoming Superman sequel.
You made it worse, Asia.
Man of Tomorrow. No, I'm getting to the good part, I promise.
Okay.
He is set to play the iconic Green Lantern John Stewart, while Pierre will first debut the character in the HBO series Lanterns, premiering August 2026. The news confirms that the TV and film worlds are officially colliding. So he will be next to David Corenswet Superman and Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor to face off against the villain Brainiac.
Ooh.
You hype?
Right?
Yeah, you getting what you want. You getting what you want. You get your origin, then you get him as an established hero.
I see the hype coming.
Here's my answer.
Yeah.
I know you about to jump out.
You need something to drink,
I got my water.
Okay,
good.
making sure.
Here's my answer. Am I hype? No. But will I give this one more of a shot than I'm really willing to give Supergirl? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
That's growth. That's growth.
What do you mean growth? It's the same way I felt about it from the beginning. I'm probably maybe slightly more excited for the Superman sequel, knowing that he's in there, but at the same time, it's like, I still didn't really like the first one that much, and it is what it is.
I think my conspiracy brain is starting to gears are starting to turn. What if?
I mean, choose your words carefully because we gonna fight on the stream, but continue.
What if, like, the reason why he's not, we seeing the origin story of this show through Jon Stewart's eyes. He sees everything as a bland, not so great. And then once he gets into his own, that's when the green starts showing up. What if it's like that?
What are you talking about? Like,
okay,
hold on. So, are you talking about the actual Green
show.
Lantern powers, or are you talking about just
like the green? Because like everybody's talking about, it's like a lot of brown and all this, that, and the other. There's not enough green in there. But as he's coming into his own, that's when they start incorporating more green into the Green Lantern.
I mean, if they want to tie that in thematically about like you're getting more of the action superhero stuff on top of the actual growth of the character, then sure. Of course, that'll just come down to the execution of the story, which all for that. But from a marketing standpoint, from just where we're at now, let's actually sell people on the show. Because that's their job. That's what I'm saying.
Mo Magnus says, bruh, the Green Lantern outfit is brown.
Yeah, okay, because we got to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. It might change later. That's what I'm saying.
Last I checked, and see, some of y'all got to go on an apology tour to Ryan Reynolds. Now, hear me out. The mask looks stupid.
Because I ain't apologizing to Ryan Reynolds.
Me neither.
Now, when it comes to...
Because what?
Because when it comes to like his Green Lantern suit in that movie, and I have other issues with that movie, I think in concept, they were on the right track. I think the overall design was fine. I would have liked if they had more black to offset the green like you would see in an actual Green Lantern costume, because it looks just all green, just different shades of green. The mask looked absolutely terrible. I feel like they should have done better with that. But as far as like the actual suit itself, I thought it looked all right. It wasn't the greatest, but it was all right. And in concept, I think it made sense. It just wasn't executed properly. And again, if you look at the footage, or at least the screenshots that we get of Wayne T. Carr as John Stewart Green Lantern, what was supposed to be in the Snyder Cut, it's that just done properly. So I feel like if anything, they should have just gone with that, where the suit actually materializes due to the power of the ring. And you can see that in the animations from like the Justice League cartoon or the DC animated movies. That's how it would work. So why is it like an actual physical suit, and why is it all dirty? Do you know what I mean? Now, what's it called? Guy Gardner, I got it. It made sense because he was a part of like the team. He was underneath like the Maxwell Lord Justice Society, whatever the fuck their team was called. I can't even remember.
Justice Lord, no.
Not the Justice. See, you don't even know. Don't be trying to correct me. You don't even know.
No, I know what you're talking about. My bad.
Anyway, goddamn. So, like I said, even though I don't like the fact that the character was there, I wasn't the fact of how his portrayal was anyway, the concept made sense of why it was an actual physical suit, because he was a part of a team. So, cool, I get it. But then you get to this. This is your Hal Jordan and John Stewart. The suit should actually materialize. Now, things can change when we actually see John Stewart in the costume, but you gotta wait and see.
I'm thinking that it's gonna change before the end of the show. Like, it looked brown and dirty or dingy right now, but then maybe once he becomes the Green Lantern, because he's supposed to be one of the best. Like, what if his suit is like the new era or generation where it just goes greeny green?
And then what if it isn't that, Tori? Then how you gonna feel?
I feel like it won't make sense because he's gonna be in the same universe as Guy Gardner, and Guy Gardner has more green than that. So my thing is, I feel like it's gonna change before the end of the show. Mark my words.
Sergeant Venom says, what the Geo series needs, it's pets, and base the story on them rescuing said pets.
You got any? What you think about that?
So we need a crypto for the Green Lanterns now?
It would be compelling, more compelling than what I saw in that trailer.
They got a Green Lantern.
I'll give you that, H.
Green line.
All right. One more thing about this. So, with the Superman sequel being packed with so many people like Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, the Engineer, is James Gunn building a great universe, or is he making the mistakes that certain movies make by focusing more on the cameos and the actual story?
I'm ready for the Justice League Unlimited to be on screen. I need I need all the heroes. I need them to do a movie for everybody in the Justice League.
Oh, is James Gunn doing that?
I don't know, but I mean, introducing all these characters. I mean,
Might as well. Yeah.
I mean,
all this time he hasn't even established a Batman yet, which
universe. We gonna bring Ben Affleck back. I'd like that.
Tori, never.
I think
you're my boy.
He might be too old now.
Tori, you're my homie.
I need Ben Affleck.
I don't want you in charge of any studio or any project.
All I'm saying, out of all the Batman that we've had on screen in this world, Ben Affleck's Batman would fit right in.
What, in with James Gunn's DCU?
Yeah.
Well, too bad, because what's his name? Ben Affleck has openly stated he will never work with James Gunn on these projects. So that's unfortunate.
But like I'm saying, since he's the only one that's been close enough to this, because that's why I've always had an issue with Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson, because that's what I was saying. The realism takes away the comic book feel that I'm used to. Christian Bale ain't fucking with this universe with these heroes, and Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson. Can you see them fighting against? Could you see them in the Superman movie?
Let me ask you this question. Putting aside the aesthetics and the action and stuff like that, when it comes to Christian Bale, we'll just stick solely to him. Do you think that his characterization, in terms of the things that he believed, the things that he did, how he interacted with characters, do you think that made him a good representation of Batman?
You said who? Which one?
I'm going to repeat myself only one more time, Tori, before I put these damn gloves on. Do you think that the actual characterization of Bruce Wayne and Batman from that universe, in terms of the things that he believed in, the things that he did, and how he interacted with other characters, do you think that that made him a good interpretation of Batman, putting aside the action and the aesthetics?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know.
Okay. All right, switching gears, because we've been on comic book movies and video game movies for a minute. I wanted to talk about Xbox Helix.
Sure, we can't go back to the other one, because I think we were on a roll.
Joe, I just want to stick to your favorite topics. I know how much you love the Xbox.
I mean, look, I'm not trying to say I love kicking dead horses here, but this one is starting to stink up the room.
Well, Joe, Microsoft has finally pulled back the curtain on its next-gen console, codenamed Project Helix. It's basically a high-end gaming PC in a console box. Microsoft confirmed that Helix will natively run PC games, including Steam and Epic titles, via a new Xbox mode that's also coming to Windows 11 this April. Microsoft is effectively erasing the line between PC and console gaming forever. So, initial thoughts?
The line has already been blurred, because most of what you can get on an Xbox and a PS5, you can get on a PC already anyway. But worst case scenario, you might just have to wait a little bit.
That's from a software perspective. Now we're moving into the hardware of the lines being blurred.
The line is already vanished, David. It hasn't been there for the past several years, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because it's already there.
But
all you're doing is just putting it on another box.
So I mean,
with the name of a failing company,
but
a dead brand.
What if they're working towards building a system that'll be better than a PC, that can do everything a PC does and more?
To me, it seems like you should just get a PC.
In this economy?
What's the difference?
It's pretty tough now.
I mean, everything is fucking overpriced at this point, between consoles and PC parts.
So Joe, but isn't what they're doing a better idea than just coming out with a new console that just plays Xbox? And they got to do something different. They're losing. Listen, they're not going to beat Nintendo in their exclusive game.
Okay,
and
nobody.
They lost PlayStation against the hardcore crowd. Right. So now they got to figure out, okay, what can we do? A good hybrid model might be.
Why is it every response except come up with some dope exclusives?
But here's the thing: I look at it like this.
Why is Microsoft allergic to that idea?
If you make a console that makes it where you don't have to do as much upkeep if you have a PC, but also does everything that you can do on a PC and still consider it a console, I feel like that's a step in another direction, because it cuts the need for all the maintenance and upkeep or replacing parts and all this. If you build a console that you don't have to that operates like a PC, that you don't have to maintain aside from doing like a digital update or something like that, I feel like you're getting your money's worth, and it wouldn't be as bad on your pockets in the long run.
But
Sergeant Venom says Xbox need to pull a page from PS, have the same console, named it Pro, jacked up the price, and call it innovative.
They really did that. They really did that in y'all face, and people was like, "I'm getting it. I'm getting it."
What's up, the Goonies?
Nothing changed.
what's good?
I think somebody had posted that all they did was added an extra line to it and then raised the price. Like, you getting a Pro, all you getting is an extra literally black line on the console, and they're charging you the same for it.
But my issue is this: when it comes to this idea of like it's the convenience argument, basically.
Yeah.
It's not really a thing. Because hear me out on this, because when you would upgrade your PC parts, especially if you're updating like your graphics card or your CPU or whatever, that's basically you buying another console. But the stretch of time between each console generation for both the PC audience and the console audience is low-key pretty much the same thing. But if like, unless you can upgrade parts in this new Project Helix or whatever, it's still going to function like a console, so that when it comes to the actual hardware limitations, it's going to hit that wall. And then what are you going to do?
So
You've got to buy another console.
That's the point. Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, let me hit some comments real quick, because I've been missing a lot and I want to keep up with them. Pepperoni says, so is it going to be like the Steam console then?
That's another thing.
Okay.
Then you got competition there.
But my thing is, like, if it's like a hybrid, then you have the functionality of a console, but then you have the positive things from a PC.
Yeah,
but
I think Tori's right, honestly. Yeah, I think he's cooking. Here's why: because it's like this. So Joe, you're a PC guy. You've already built your PC, changed parts. So like, I don't think you're the target demo. But I'm thinking about right now. It's like we obviously see in the last decade, PC gaming has gone up. Console gaming is probably staying around the same. But PC gaming going up. I think Microsoft is saying, hey. PC gaming is going up. We want to be a part of that in some capacity. So let's make a hybrid console. So then when kids are going to Best Buy and they're trying to get a PC game to play their PC games, like, oh, here's the Xbox Helix. I'll just get both. To me personally, it kind of makes sense from a marketing perspective, because again, PC gaming is very popular, and they're trying to be a part of that when their console market is on the decline, and you're not getting any new console fans.
You know what it's like?
So I think it makes somewhat sense.
It's just like when the era between VHSs and DVDs came out, and people was like, oh damn, do I want to buy a DVD player, but I still have all these VHS players. I still have all these VHS tapes. And somebody said, you know what? I'm gonna make a VHS DVD combo console where you can do them both. You got to get rid of your VHSs, but you can still buy DVDs and you can play them on this one system.
I have one.
I think
now,
I got one.
Does the chat know what VHS is? Some of these people might be on the younger side. No, I'm being for real. There's some people who, if you were born in 2000,
if we gotta
then
explain VHS on our stream, then they should be in
2000. Why would you know?
I don't think anybody in chat. I don't think there's anybody in chat that does not know what a VHS is.
No. Okay. Toys and Tits says they're not even competing with PS5 anymore. They are competing with Steam Machine. PlayStation is pulling their games off PC, so they'll be in their own lane.
Ooh, which is kind of smart for them, because PlayStation's saying, hold on, wait a second. We're not about to just give Xbox. That was for PC. Now a console is trying to inch on these games. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can see Sony trying to pull.
I mean, to me, it still just feels like a pretty weak strategy, because, again...
From Xbox perspective?
Yes.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, it's still spinning your tires when you're already stuck in the mud.
But what else should they do, though?
Nigga, release actual games that you can only get on a Microsoft console.
Even if
it's not that fucking hard.
Okay, even if they do, at this current... in its current state, if you are a gamer who, let's say if you're a Nintendo gamer, or if you're a hardcore PlayStation gamer, you have your God of Wars, your Last of Us over here, then on the other side you got your Mario, Zelda, blah, blah, blah. Even if Xbox came out with a really, really great game, it's like, sometimes, to be honest, it's like, you know what? I don't know if I want to drop $500 on a new console just to play a couple of games. You might be like, you know what?
But even giving people that sort of a thought to say, well, the only reason I'm ever going to buy this console is because of this one game that I actually want to play, that's still better than bowing out of the race.
Okay. Vince R says Xbox needs to focus on Xbox.
Thank you. Because again, it's like if you're trying to compete with the Steam machine, then you're still cutting your player base in half because you have people that were going to buy the Steam machine regardless, and you already got people that own PCs and can play everything and upgrade their hardware. So what do we need you for, Microsoft?
Also, Vinsar said earlier, Joe, RE9 ran smoothly on my PC, and my PC is like a couple of generations behind. Let that sink in.
And part of that is because of the glory of the RE engine, which is so fucking good. But yeah, that's another thing. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I technically didn't even have to upgrade my graphics card. I only did it because I wanted Tekken 8 running like buttery smooth. But if I wanted to, I could have stayed with the hardware that I had when I first got my PC. So again, like this whole thing about like needing to switch out the stuff and update the drivers. Again, if you're part of that lifestyle, you're okay. But I'm just saying, your exclusives are gonna sell your hardware. Why are you even bothering to make hardware in the first place if you're not gonna have a leg in the race? If you've got no skin in the game,
But here's the thing.
what are you even doing here?
But here's the thing. They could do the opposite of what you're saying. They could put out a system that can play PC and Xbox, and then they start pumping out exclusives. Maybe they want to get the hardware out the way and then give you the software to play later.
So they're just gonna wait. Okay, now granted, we'll wait until they actually have some announcements, but why don't they just start with that? With the thing that could actually save their brand? Again, what
I mean,
faith,
but here's the
no,
thing.
But
But
what faith
here's the
does a
thing, though.
consumer actually have in Microsoft at this point? If we've gone through generation after generation and the amount of exclusives that they have has dwindled to a handful and then ultimately petered out because their biggest, heaviest hitters have gone to other consoles.
I'm looking at it like this, like you got. I'll go back to the DVDs and all of that. So, like, you got this DVD coming out. No, listen, you got this. You got this DVD. So, are you going to? You got this DVD coming out. So, are you going to buy the DVD and then the Blu-ray player? Let me buy the DVD and then buy a Blu-ray player, or are you going to let me buy a Blu-ray player and then get a Blu-ray DVD to play with it? I'm saying, like, you can get the machine and then get the updated games to go with it. Like, I'm saying, like, it'd be a step backwards if we got games. We got all these games for this current system, so then let's keep them like that. But then we got this new system that can do more. So why would we have the old games and then bring them to the new system when we can have the new system and then bring new games to it?
But again, it's got where are the games at? Is the question.
That's what I'm saying. They can do the console first.
The current
and then
video
do the
game
games
market,
after that.
the current video game market right now is low-key shit for consoles, period. Nintendo's the one that have it locked down. That's why they can get away with having weaker hardware, because they've got the exclusive market on lock.
And that's why
now hold on, Tori, because then you go to like your PS5. PlayStation's gotten pretty whack with exclusives too, but I mean, I don't think I can play God of War on Steam. I haven't checked, but I don't think it's on there. So at the very least, they've got one. Soros, this one dope-ass game that's coming out, made by the same people that made Returnal, and that game actually looks dope. Until I hear confirmation, as far as I know, that's a PS5 exclusive. So again, that's another potential incentive that I would have to get a PS5. What does Xbox actually have left? Their exclusives have gone to PlayStation and PC already. Most of the actual exclusives between Microsoft and PC, they've gone to PC already. So what do they even have to offer? Because they're just going to be offering the same games. There is no distinction between console and PC games outside of like maybe 2 or 3 franchises that aren't Nintendo. So what are we talking about?
I'm telling you that's why I'm saying they go on the hybrid route. They're giving you...
There's nothing to make a hybrid of. They're the same. They're the same things on both.
The Xbox and the PC
yes!
are the same?
Yes!
How are they
except for, like I said, 2 or 3 franchises.
How is the so you're saying the Xbox is on the same level as PC is what you're telling me?
It's because Xbox doesn't have an identity anymore.
So you're saying the Xbox is good then? Since you say PC is so great, you saying Xbox and PC is on the same level when they're identical. You said they're the same.
David,
so
do you buy this argument?
Isn't that what he's saying? No, what are we talking about? You said they're pretty much the same except for exclusives. Like that's what you're saying though. You're saying that Xbox and PC is on the same level.
And yet, on Steam then, there are exclusives that you can get on Steam. The only thing here with actual stuff to bring to the table between Xbox and PC is PC. But again, if I'm going to go out of my way to get this new Xbox console, why would I even bother to do that when I could get a Steam machine or a computer or a PS5?
I think a console is a little bit more portable than a PC.
And again, then you have the Steam machine option. So even if they're the same and they have, hold on. Even if they have the similar specs and they both run really well, you're still cutting whatever potential you had in half, because there's going to be people that are going to go to the Steam machine as opposed to the people that go to the Project Helix. So they're just doing a disservice to themselves. The only thing that is going to get their car out of the mud is some exclusives. It's the same issue they've had year after year after year, and it's only gotten worse. That is the only thing that they had to do, and they just refuse to do it.
So which would you think would be more lucrative? Creating a new console and then bringing new games to that, or keeping the old console and just bringing new games to that? Which do you think would be more lucrative? Because I'm thinking that business wise, the new console, then the new games, that they can, because they got the new console, then they can show you what this new console can do with these new games that they produce. But then you want them to just work with what they already have. But if the Xbox that we have now can't do the new things that like you want them to stay in the past, they're looking towards the future.
I mean, do we even know whatever we don't have no idea.
I'm not on the board, so I don't know what they got going on.
We don't even have any idea what the difference in specs are going to be between the Project Helix with Microsoft, the Xbox Series, whatever.
But that's my point. Look, I'm willing.
But whatever that,
I wanted to hit some comments. I'm sorry, I've been trying to find a moment to jump in.
Go ahead, please.
All right, I wanted to hit some comments that came in earlier. DB Dax 93 said Xbox needs IPs and new faces for Xbox. For too long, Gears, Halo, Forza has been the main IPs for too long. Those IP games have fallen in quality except Forza. Need new gaming characters as the face. Question for you, Joe. Gooning Saying asks, have you completed RE9 yet?
Yes. On my second playthrough now. Game is incredible. And DLC on the way.
The Black Up says, Xbox needs to give us a reason to get an Xbox. They got no games. That's what gamers care about.
Thank you. Exact same thing I've been saying.
Vince Art says, why not focus on exclusives now? Get Halo back.
They're trying to bring it back.
They brought it back, but you can play it on another console.
And then it is confirmed God of War is on Steam.
Yeah,
you guys wanted to know.
Okay, that's a dud for
but not
Sony.
all of them. Not all of them. Not Ragnarok, right?
I've seen. Because I saw one of them. They had.
I can see probably the first couple, but not the new one. Not God of. Hey, I'm curious if it's like.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do some research as we're having.
DB Dax says Xbox has lost its identity since the Xbox One.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Pepperoni says Steam on PC, Steam machine, and the deck. Golly, yeah, Xbox might be through. All right. Any other final thoughts on this?
I think the Helix might do great.
You gonna get one?
Huh?
You get one?
If I can afford it.
I
if the price of AI don't ain't too steep.
Again, this from the dude that didn't even upgrade from his Xbox One.
I did. I did upgrade.
You about to, yeah.
Yeah, you got a PS5.
I got a PS5 and I got another Xbox.
You got a Series S.
When'd you get this?
Don't worry about it. You asking too many questions.
David, when did he get it?
Don't worry about it. You asking too many questions.
Because you talking like you know.
It's time to move on. What's the next topic?
I'm looking at this next topic anyway. All right, Joe, there is a game that you had posted about that I wanted to address. What was it called?
Gang of Dragon.
Gang of Dragon?
Yeah.
All right, so with Gang of Dragon, they're saying that this is the game that may never come out. All right.
Okay, again, we talked about this before the stream. I'm going to need everybody to reshape the narrative here. The game that still has a chance to come out, somebody needs to just fork over a little bit of cash because I fucking need it. So I need y'all to join me in this. Okay, for some context.
Go ahead.
Gang of Dragon is a new IP from a new studio created by the former, like the original creator of the Yakuza series, Toshihiro Nagoshi, so Nagoshi Studios. I guess apparently their investors said that it's going to take another $44 million for the game to be completed. So word on the street is that they possibly are pulling funding. Now, I'm going to need either them to chill or somebody to swoop in like Zorro and save the day, because I fucking need that game, all right? Yo, look, RGG, I know they've had their little missteps with the Kiwami 3. Stranger Than Heaven is still in development, so that's coming out. I'm really looking forward to that. But that's the thing. After Nagoshi left, and now we're getting a new game, and then RGG is still going strong. It's like having 2 Christmases. And then you don't want, if you had to deal with that, like your parents got a divorce, and you have to pay a visit to each of them on Thanksgiving and Christmas, you wouldn't want the other one to die, would you? So again, boys and girls, everybody, clap your hands if you believe, because I need y'all to join me in this movement, because I need that fucking game too. All right. So will you help? Will you join me? Everybody.
So basically, there needs to be money raised to.
Yeah. What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
Donate? Or yeah.
I mean, again, we can start with the clapping. All right. Do you believe, David?
I mean, I hope. I got hope.
Okay. That's a start. All right. Asia.
I'll hope to.
But what? So Joe, what are this petitions, letters, GoFundMe? What's the tangible?
Kickstarter?
What's the call to action here?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like Nagoshi still has a good reputation in the gaming industry.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he made the Yakuza franchise what it was. So I don't think it'll be difficult for him to actually get funding for the game or renegotiating or whatever. Because, I mean, even for the story about when he was originally making the first Yakuza game, I know there was like development troubles and questions about budget and crunch times and stuff like that. So this he's led his army through the mud too. He's done it. So I think he could still pull it off. Even if they want to run with the narrative of RGG Studios falling off with all their controversies and stuff like that. So maybe he can even use that to his advantage. So whatever it takes, Nagoshi, I believe in you. Go get your money so you can give me the game that I want really bad, because it looked really great at the Game Awards. So
it's kind of surprising that the creator of Yakuza can't get the money to finish the game. Like, does that mean
I think the fans will be all for it.
Exactly.
They'd be dropping
look,
big dollars.
If fans can drop,
is the gaming industry broken? I mean,
kind of. But if fans can fund getting Mighty Number 9 made and then that game turning out to be a flop, then we can make some stuff happen with Gang of Dragons, y'all. If we got to get some crowdfunding going, maybe we can pull it off. I can't really help right now, man. I got you on my taxes, but we can do it if you believe. I need your belief, everybody. DV Dax says, I'm currently playing through Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Loving it. I love that game too.
That's a good one.
Some other comments in there too.
Yeah.
All right. There's also been a comment from Shing Massive. They say the guy in the Snorlax hoodie has been dropping facts.
I appreciate that.
Let's go ahead and kick you out the chat,
I appreciate
buddy.
you.
All right.
You know what?
Let's go ahead and ban him.
It's crazy.
All right.
And now, as soon as I saw those Patrick emojis, and then there you go. I knew he was going to do it.
It always,
You know what?
It always happens.
That's what I be telling them. I be telling them that.
You know what? Let's just go ahead and move on to your topic then, Tori.
When you've got to defend yourself in chat the same way Donald Trump has to call news stations and disguise his voice to act like he's talking like somebody else, you've already been cooked, Tori. This is a bad look on you, bro.
No, that's different.
We got the One Piece topic.
Perfect transition.
Yeah.
One Piece live action season 2 has all 8 episodes have been released on Netflix.
Yeah. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is clearly doubling down on their biggest anime success. So, Tori, talk to us about it. What is your thoughts on season 2?
Season 2, I mean, it's all the hype. It's all the hype. You know, it's good. You know, you got your emotional moments. I know the way the pacing in it. You know, they had to skip around, do some stuff only because you can only do so much in so many episodes. But they doing really good. They doing really good. A lot of people, were upset about certain castings and all this. But my thing with those people is you have Oda handpicking these people. He has 100% say in the whole thing. And you mean to tell me y'all gonna argue with the man who made it himself? You mean to tell me your opinion trumps what he made? You gonna tell him you mean to tell me you gonna walk in this man's face and tell him he wrong? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. How you gonna tell somebody that's not even your job. That's not even your job. You spectating and this man is creating. Stop it.
Hey, real talk. Sometimes creators, when they've been let off the leash and aren't told no, sometimes they be tripping.
Nah, this man is making peak upon peak, and then people want to complain about his casting choices.
Mm-hmm. And Joe, me and Asia did watch episode 1.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Asia, give us your review. So we watched episode 1 of season 1.
Mhm.
We've not seen season 1 yet,
No.
but season 1 of live action. Asia, what was your mini review?
It was a slow start.
Go figure.
It was very slow. I feel like it really didn't pick up until Zoro came in, and then it slowed down a little bit again. But I did like the little team up fight that Zoro, Nami, and Luffy did near the end of the episode. But my question is, what's wrong with One Piece fans right now? Because why y'all doing Nami the way y'all doing her on the internet?
First of all,
I've been seeing, y'all have been photoshopping her breasts to make them bigger.
Those
complaining
are the weirdos.
She complains she don't look like how she's supposed to look in the
those
anime.
are the weirdos.
And I just
That's
want to
the
know
One Piece fans.
why y'all doing that. Those are your people.
Don't
That's
put
your
that.
people.
Don't look. First
Those
of
are
all,
your people.
oh, so when we talk about the Beehive,
It is the Beehive.
And
I am a casual fan of Beyonce. I am not the Beehive, but you are a One Piece
so
straw
you
hat.
mean it? So I gotta lump you in with the ones that be
No,
doxing
no,
people
you are a
and
straw hat.
the ones who be
Where-
destroying
No,
people's
hold on.
property.
See, why you
That's
gotta
the same thing.
why you gotta
That's not the
deflect?
same thing.
It's the same thing.
Why
It
you
is never the
deflecting,
same
though?
thing. You
Because-
always bring Beyonce up
No,
there.
here's the thing. The reason why I'm saying that is because the ones who do that, do you lump them in with everybody?
Tori,
Do you
I'm
want
just
to-
asking, why are the fans of One Piece doing
Those are the
Nami like
weird
that?
ones. Those are the weird ones.
So now y'all got a weird section of fans in the One
Just
Piece
like
community.
Beyonce got the weird
No,
fans.
she's got fans and she's got the Beehive. Two different things.
So which ones are the weirdos? The Beehive or the fans?
I'm not calling anybody a weirdo.
So is it the ones that be doxing, the ones that be doxing and create
you still haven't
violence
told
upon
me why they
people?
doing Nami like that.
I said those are the weird ones, the ones who want to see big titties
But those are One Piece
on their
fans.
Okay,
on their
but y'all
characters.
say, okay, but is this kind of like the Kratos argument where Kratos did not look like how he's supposed to look like in God of War, and then fans are seeing Nami not have big titties like the anime does? Isn't this kind of...
That's just
All right,
wait a minute.
I just have a question. I just have a-
Because that's and then look, there's separate fans.
It just-
There's the weirdos and then there's the regular fans. The regular fans are loving what they getting. The weirdos are the ones that's complaining about, oh, she's supposed to be white, switch her out. Oh, that person black, get them out of here. Those are the weirdos. The one, oh, her titties ain't big enough. Get her out of here. I want to see big titties on the screen. Those are the weirdos. The weirdos are the same as the racist ones. The ones who want to see big titties.
That's your fandom.
No. Because then you got the Beehive. The ones that disagree with what you
Y'all
say.
see how Beyonce lives rent-free in this nigga's head? Y'all
That's
see that?
crazy.
Only when he needs a
He
defense.
loves her.
crazy.
He's actually, you are part of the Beehive, Tori.
No, I'm not.
pretty sure you are actually an undercover
Okay,
Beehive
okay.
sent to us by the CIA.
Beyonce, we leave Beyonce out of it. Them toxic ass Harry Potter fans. Let's talk about that.
Harry Potter fans ain't ever been toxic.
Weirdo.
We are not toxic or weirdos.
Wait, hold on.
Put some respect
In
on
Tori's
us.
defense, what about the ones who were dissing the casting? They were mad
Those
about
weren't fans. Those were some losers in their basement.
Wait a second, hold on.
Those weren't fans.
That was how they not fans. That
They're
is
not
different.
fans. Those
That
are
is
just people
different.
who
Now
saw a girl who had slightly
now
darker skin and when they wanted to be racist Hermione.
Now the turns have tables now. Now the turns have tables. Because the weirdos that oh, she's not supposed to be.
I said they weren't fans of Harry Potter.
They something.
One Piece
They
fans
something.
are blowing this girl's breasts up to make her look like the anime. And I keep telling y'all, these are drawings.
Okay. So what about the
People
ones?
aren't built
What
like
about
that
the
all
ones
the
that was
time.
complaining about the black characters in Harry Potter? Those ain't fans,
There's like 2 black characters.
and they
in Harry
complained
Potter.
about it.
No, nobody ever complained about Kingsley Shacklebolt or Dean
They
Thomas.
did.
No,
They
they
was like,
didn't.
they should be.
They were black in the book. They're black in the movie.
Nah, because they switched out that one girl and made her white.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
And they said that's how it should have been.
Y'all love to hang on to that.
I'm just saying.
Will you disavow the other 50% of the One Piece fan base?
I don't think it's 50%.
Oh.
It's definitely not 50%.
Then what
It's not
percentage is
50%. It's not 50% because a true One Piece fan ain't racist.
Okay.
Ain't out here being sexist.
Okay.
Ain't doing none of that stuff. And you can see that, and anybody will tell you that. It's these weirdos that try to bring their toxicity to the what's the hydrate?
Hydrate.
Now, Senator, what do you say to people that say that Luffy should have been white? This was a pretty toxic but yet
But
prevalent mentality.
that's everywhere. That's everywhere. The weirdos are the ones that be.
So you're saying that this toxicity resides everywhere in the One Piece fandom?
That's in any fandom. What are you talking about?
So,
We're talking about One Piece fans right
Harry
now.
Potter, not the Harry Potter fandom.
No. In Tori's defense, yes, every fandom has a toxic side of it.
Every fandom. No, here's the thing. But even in the anime community, if there's a black person cosplaying anybody that's not visually black on screen, there is a whole group of people in that fandom for whatever anime or whatever it is that has a problem with it. And that's in every anime.
You disavow the 25%.
You said what?
You disavow the 25% of One Piece.
I disavow anybody that puts a smear on the One Piece name.
Okay.
Because Oda doesn't.
We weren't asking about that. We were asking about you disavowing racism, sir.
Hey.
Why are you so quiet, sir?
I don't believe racism.
Okay. For the clip, if you had to respond to the fans who are doing AI re-edits of Nami, what do you say to that section of the One Piece fandom? What do you say to them?
I tell them, stop being weird. What is wrong with you? Go touch some grass. Cause you doing what are you doing with your life? You took the time out your day to Photoshop some big titties on somebody who ain't got them. That's being weird. Stop being weird. Stop. What is it called when people just wanna it's not body shaming, whatever it is. Stop doing that weird shit.
It's pretty much that.
Stop being weird.
Yeah.
That's it.
You cooking?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Thank you. I agree.
If you gotta Photoshop some big titties and complain about somebody's race, you ugly. And you stink.
Okay, somebody brought up there was a conversation that brought up the God of War conversation and said this is similar. Yeah. Toys and tits.
That's what I said.
So isn't this kind of, to a certain degree, this similar, because it's like fans don't see the exact carbon copy of Kratos or Nami, so now they're pissed. And
because
y'all keep freaking, these are fucking drawings.
But here's the thing: they don't have an Oda on their team that's backing it. Like literally, the Oda is backing the live action, right. But the person that worked on God of War ain't backing it.
No. I just if you're a real One Piece fan, it's almost like, how can you be mad about the casting when Oda has a hand in it? If you're not a fan of the casting, then are you really a fan of Oda? Is what you're saying?
Is the creator? I mean, because like I'm saying, if the creator and all that doesn't agree with it, then and the fans ain't agreeing with it, somebody at some point the transition from game to reality was lost. If the collective is disagreeing, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. And by the way, me and Asia did watch season 1, episode 1. I know, Asia, you gave your thoughts. Mm-hmm. Tori, just so you know, I really liked it. And there's one thing I wanted to mention to you on stream. So I really liked episode 1. I have an issue with One Piece fans, with y'all, with your people. Because I feel like the way y'all been pitching the show.
What you mean, you people?
The One Piece fans.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something else.
Damn well. Stop being messy.
Right.
Messy ass.
I feel like this show has been pitched as like, oh, it's the greatest adventure. It's finding this. We got to find the One Piece
journey.
The journey. He's going around saving the world and this. But in reality, like, I think that to me, what y'all should have been saying was like, listen, Gold Roger's treasure is out there somewhere, He said, yo, go find it, right? Luffy finds a treasure map, and now the whole world is after them. That's actually compelling to me. The whole world and all the pirates are after this one pirate crew that stole the treasure. Why do you ever mention this?
No, but here's the thing.
You never mentioned this.
First of all, I told you like he wants to follow the path.
You said
no, you did. You said this is the best anime ever.
No, yeah, that too. And you said no, he wants to be free and freedom.
That's what I'm saying. You need to keep watching because, like, literally, he is the
solution.
I'm saying because he's the personification of Gold Roger. No, and that's why people are after him because Roger.
But also he stole the treasure map that they want.
But that treasure map isn't to the One Piece. That treasure is like the first step.
That's okay, but to me, I just feel like that to me honestly sounds like a compelling premise. The biggest treasure in the world, and one pirate crew finds it. All the other pirate crews want it.
But here's the thing.
You never mentioned the most compelling part of the story.
But here's the thing. I've told y'all many times, One Piece reflects the real world, and Luffy represents the person that's speaking out against the government, the wrong things that are going on in the world, and stands up for those things.
That's cool. That's cute. I like that, but plot, a reason to
But the
watch. I'm
fact-
talking about the fact
here's the thing, but the fact that he
1,000
wants-
pirates are after this one crew who ain't got nothing.
But here's the thing. That's why I'm telling you. The reason
Remember
why.
you
But
talking to Drake
I'm
fans.
telling you, he does these things. But the powers to be want to stop him, and that's what makes him. That's what makes him so wanted, because he's going against the grain. You know what I'm saying when I say he's going against the grain, and the powers that be don't want him to follow the footsteps of the man who inspired people to do those things. Like what he's doing is going against everything that the government and everything that's set up. He's breaking down everything that they say is how it should be, and that's what makes him wanted. And he like that. It's hard to explain, but it reflects the real
that
world,
coming
and
from
that's
Sergeant
what makes
Venom?
it so great.
Up here,
Sergeant Venom says the One Piece journey is like going to take as long as it takes for Ash to become the best that there ever was.
Yeah, I ain't complain about that.
No, they didn't.
No, we didn't.
But
No.
Tori, do you think that maybe, and Asia, I would love your thoughts too, because we saw that same part. And even Joe, Joe, I know you're not a big One Piece fan, but have you ever heard that as a pitch of a plot point, of a reason to watch? Or is it always like the journey and freedom and this is, have you ever heard this?
Not that plot point.
To me, that's a big, and
that was just a moment though. That was just one of the many
moments.
moments.
Off the whole show though.
They've also, remember,
that's the whole premise.
Remember who we're talking to here? Because it'd be like, hey, Tori, what do you think of that? What's a cool thing about that new anime that you were watching? Well, you see, at episode 1, the character gets out of bed and turns off his alarm clock. Then he has to make some toast, and he's running late for school. Like, you got to give like the whole, you give the whole episode breakdown, bro.
I just think that part should have been mentioned, because I would have watched it honestly low key sooner. So I'm actually really excited, because I feel like, to me, that is the actual, like, when I say plot, I mean like as far as like what sets things in motion here. Like
that's the hook for it.
Yeah, the hook. It's almost like, okay, you stole this treasure, and now everybody just found out that this random pirate crew stole it, and now all of us are after it because now we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I'm hyped. I'm just saying that I wish you would have told me this. But I'm hyped.
Y'all pitched it all wrong. You pitched it as, this is the best anime ever. He's the king of the pirates. And then you like left it at that.
Not just, no, and by the way, this is not just about Tori, by the way. This is
all
about
One Piece fans.
This is about most One Piece fans.
I'm pretty sure I said more than that to get y'all to watch it, and y'all were like, I don't know, because y'all were basing what I was saying was compared to the anime, and y'all don't like, oh well, the pacing, I don't know, that's what y'all was saying. Y'all was basing on how y'all felt about the anime on based on the live action.
Okay.
And I've been telling y'all, the live action is, it's a great representation of the show, and the live action did get a lot of people to start watching the anime.
And I think that might be me. For me,
too.
I think that if I can watch season 1 and 2, and then honestly after that time, I can kind of jump into the anime where like they're further along, where no shade to the beginning of One Piece, but we know it's kind of the slower part. The animation's not that great. No shade at all. But I can skip to the other stuff when they've actually like the story is more compelling, the animation's better. So I want to watch the show so then I can get into the better part of the anime. Again, no shade to One Piece in the beginning. I'm just saying, for me, it's a little on the slower side, and the animation is, this is old.
You want to know the closest thing that I've gotten to a good pitch to watch that show? The actress playing Nico Robin, she bad as hell. Like, that's about the only real thing that's kind of like luring me in.
Like Oda handpicked these people.
That's what somebody commented and said, actually. I think Fight on Your Day Off said Oda handpicked every One Piece actor.
And he's met with them, and he's like,
It says Oda personally got different races and different characters in that anime. And you don't like diversity, you don't like One Piece.
And then that's why I tell, like, real fans.
Is that coming from Fired on Your Day Off?
That came from Fight on Your Day Off.
Damn, interesting. Okay,
growth.
Yeah,
because like a lot of people had issues with Vivi, because he picked a dark-skinned woman, but you got to think they're living in the Middle East and all of that. You'll see dark-skinned people, but people were complaining like, "Oh, she's not pale, white-skinned. She's not the pale, white-skinned Vivi I know." But Oda said he picked people based on where they are from, how the real representation of what they would be or how they would look, and people are upset about that and mad and all this. I'm like, well, you're gonna argue with the person that made it. then maybe you should make your own and then make them how you want them to be.
I agree with you.
Vince Art says, Tori, I'll say this, bruh. Gotta respect your passion for One Piece. You're 10 toes down and will defend them in an instinct. Gotta respect that.
He's already in
appreciate
too
that.
deep, so he
I
can't
appreciate
get out now.
It's a lifestyle now.
I mean, listen, I remember the time
One Piece is your life.
it is. I remember when I didn't watch One Piece. And then
And your life was
life was in shambles. Yeah, there's a One Piece reference. Yeah. Y'all, the ones who know, they know. Y'all know.
500 Day Off says, One Piece still sucks. I'm just a black man who doesn't like racism.
That's
You know what?
maybe
If
not.
you
I
don't-
totally understand.
If you don't like One Piece, you might be racist. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Ooh, hot take.
You want to say that
All
one on
right.
camera? Do I need to get the sign?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, then, since the One Piece live action has just been so successful, Tomorrow Studios has confirmed that they are developing a live action adaptation of the cult classic Samurai Champloo. Most importantly, the original creator is officially attached to the creative team,
Okay.
a lesson the studio learned after the lukewarm reception of their Cowboy Bebop project.
Okay.
Was Cowboy Bebop live action that bad? Because I have it on my list after One Piece.
Some people,
some people hated it.
yeah.
I mean, hey, make your own decision. You know,
I'm
give
gonna
it,
check it
give
out.
it,
the
give it the
visuals-
15-minute
visuals look good,
or
but they
however
didn't
long
like the
test that you got.
execution.
But it does make sense. Like what they're doing though is like, hey, let's get the original creator to be a part of this, like they're doing with Oda and stuff. So I think that's smart. And I personally think the adaptation will be better. Not saying the show will be better, the adaptation, because there's less to adapt. They don't have to cut down 200 episodes into 10. They can say, you know what, we could dang near tell the whole story of Samurai Champloo. Because how long is that show? Like dang near only
One season.
Really one season. So to me, it'll be a better adaptation because they don't have to cut around so much and summarize. So I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah. Speaking of things David's excited about, Sergeant Venom says, T's passion for One Piece is only rivaled by David's obsession with furries.
I was actually not gonna read
that's a
that
strong
one.
statement.
I
don't
I
know
was
if he
actually
can.
not going to read that one.
I can agree.
I know you weren't.
I can see that.
I don't know what that's about, but Asia,
I can see that.
Asia.
Let's speak on that a little bit more.
Toys and Tits says,
I blame you, Asia.
I'm reading what Toys and Tits is saying. And they
We'll
say,
talk.
this makes me nervous. Champloo's legacy on the line. Praying for it, though.
No.
I mean, look.
I mean, with the creator involved, it can't get, I don't think it can get messed up if the creator's
At
involved.
the end of
But
the
how's
day,
the legacy?
though,
It won't end up like Dragon Ball Evolution, where the director didn't want any inside help from the creator. He didn't want anything. He didn't want any help from Toriyama on Dragon Ball Evolution.
The Dragon Ball Evolution was my introduction to Dragon Ball Z.
oh
Wait,
God.
no, that's not.
No
I thought
wonder
your
you was
cousin-
hating for so
I- your
long,
cousin watched
Asia.
it.
He didn't.
I watched episodes with my cousin growing up, but like when I really could comprehend what was going on, it was the Dragon
Wait,
Ball.
why
He
did you
didn't
watch
want
that?
any
Why
help.
did you watch that?
Because it was on.
Like TV?
And I thought, I'm like, oh, it's Dragon Ball Z. I watched this as a kid. But I liked it back then. I did. So,
Sergeant
please don't-
I don't know,
Venom.
but-
Please don't say that out loud.
Sergeant
but
Venom.
I liked it
We're
back
cutting
then.
that part out of the street.
I liked it
Yeah,
back
we
then,
are.
but it was because I did not know all
Sergeant-
that I know about Dragon Ball now.
Sergeant Venom brings up a good point. You know, we need a pickleball furry anime.
Ew. Look,
Um,
we are not trying to appeal to whatever sick fantasies David had. I'm sure there's some corner of the internet that
Back
can
to
hook him up.
Samurai Champloo.
Wait a minute. They could do that anime.
A Samurai Champloo?
No,
Live
the
action?
furry pickleball. They
I'm honestly surprised it doesn't
they
exist.
could call
Chat,
it
for those-
Pickle Paws.
Chat. That's pretty good, huh?
Pickle Paws.
That was actually
Pickle Paws
pretty
is
good.
actually a good title.
Chat, for those that don't know, a year and a half ago, Asia randomly on a stream, I don't know why, brought up this rumor
It was a joke.
about me and Furry. I don't even know where it came from. And ever since
I was
then,
dressed up as Pikachu.
you can't say certain stuff in front of people like Joe and Tori.
No,
They
you
don't
really
forget.
can't.
No.
Watch this be the first
it
clip
won't
that you
be-
upload to the clips.
It won't be furry pickleball. It'll be Pickle Paws. Pickle Paws.
Oh my God.
And it's based on a furry that's moving up the ranks in the pickleball community.
Goodness.
Like that sound like something you'd watch, right?
I don't know about that.
Pickle
Asia,
Paws.
Sir 92
They're
says liking
concerned.
Dragon Ball Evolution is sickening. I was 11. Now, if
She's evolved.
I've gotten a lot better, I probably would have liked the Death Note live action had I not seen the anime first. So that just shows you like what I thought of live action animes back
even
then.
before it came out, people was mad because
People hated it before it
because Light
came
was
out.
a black guy.
Maybe because what?
L.
L.
L was black.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Was that okay? That might have been some of the backlash, but for me personally, the trailer alone, I remember that the trailer is like it just didn't even look good, and the movie itself, talking about Death Note, Netflix live action, it just wasn't good. And I don't think, honestly, I like that actor. What's his name from Lakeith Stanfield? He's a good actor. That was not good casting for L at all. I have no idea why. It felt like, oh, who's a popular actor? You know what? He's fresh off of Atlanta. Throw him in.
I thought that was when he was like fresh off of.
Oh, Get Out.
Yeah.
That's probably around the same time though.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's talk about this CEO burger wars going on right now. So, fast food marketing has like taken a weird turn this month. So, it started when McDonald's CEO posted a video of himself awkwardly tasting the new Big Arch burger. That video went viral. Competitors pounced. Burger King did it, like a big bite of the Whopper. Wendy's posted their own. Is this like...
There was also a bunch of like
other
lesser known restaurants or Ma and Pa restaurants doing the same thing. It like became a whole TikTok challenge.
Absolutely.
Ride the wave.
So Joe, I see you gloving up. What's going on? What's your comment?
So everybody thought I was crazy when I kept telling y'all that McDonald's was straight doo-doo water. I strayed away for a reason. What does it say when the CEO of your restaurant chain cannot even stomach it, needs to call in stunt doubles to take a bite out of his own food?
If you call that a bite,
yeah,
like a Squidward
he took
bite.
a Squidward ass bite. With the most phony imitation of human behavior I have ever seen. And that's coming from the generation of generative AI. This dude's, he called the shit a product.
Damn.
Talking about it's supposed to be a sandwich. It's supposed to be a burger.
You're right.
Product is what you call things made of plastic, appliances, dish soap, not food, not things you're supposed to consume for sustenance.
Wait a minute.
This dude's over here talking like, we have our newest product. I don't even know how to attack it. Of course not, because you don't eat this shit. This dude don't eat fast food. You know what his fast food is? Shrimp scampi with parsley flakes, delivered on demand every day at his desk at 2:30 p.m. This nigga don't eat McDonald's. These people know what they're doing. And I've been doing a little bit of education, and I've been actually looking at some of the process of how they make McDonald's burgers. They make it from the scraps of other, cuts of beef. The worst parts of it, they say, are you gonna eat that? They're like, hell no, get here, weird ass, take this on somewhere. And then they take those little old crusty ass scraps, grind them up into a nasty ass pink paste. Dave, you think I'm joking? This is real. You've seen the footage.
I've seen the pink paste.
Yes.
Yeah.
They wash it with the same material that they use to clean their floors. And then they serve that to you. I saw a video of somebody taking 3 burgers, oddly enough, McDonald's, Burger King, and Five Guys. Let them sit for 30 days apiece in the bag, untouched.
Wait a minute. There's a lady who had a burger. She had a burger for like 20-something years. It's like probably like 30 or 40 now.
Where'd it come from?
McDonald's.
That's not good.
Of course. Food is supposed to decompose.
That burger survived the apocalypse.
That's not good.
But what I'm saying is, you stuck on the burgers. I look at other things when
We're talking about the Burger Wars thing, though.
The Burger Wars. I wasn't on the Burger Wars.
No, that's the topic.
What I'm saying is, I mean, I guess
you want to defend McDonald's. Go ahead.
I don't want to defend it. I was like,
now all of a sudden you don't want to defend McDonald's.
I'm saying I was talking about the chicken sandwiches.
After watching my oldest friend, who I love like a brother, damn near choked to death eating a McNugget.
I just don't think it happened like that.
He choked on air before, man. That's not the same.
Okay, yeah, they be tripping, but that's beside the point. The point being,
Straight shot.
Straight after straight.
I'm trying to stick up for you, bro.
Where?
It was in there somewhere.
So, really quick, I want to hit some of these comments. Fire on Your Day Off said McDonald's CEO did not want to taste that toxic mess. Vince Art said the McDonald's CEO did that to himself. Toys and Tits says that's because he knows that shit is poison. Bet his kids ain't eating that shit.
Hell no.
But I've noticed a trend with a lot of these CEOs not even going past restaurants, because Bill Gates, he limited his kids' technology use. Steve Jobs, he didn't let his kids have an iPad. Who else? There's a bunch of them that these CEOs don't support the product that they're pushing.
Tori, I'm so glad
saying.
you said that. Remember that little thing that I told y'all to put in your pocket until we get to this topic?
Is it now?
When Tori was talking about, oh, y'all trying to push this on me like crack. Funny of that it's coming from you of all people, because here is the CEO of the company you were defending multiple times on multiple streams who does not get high off his own supply. When you have the CEO of a major corporation that is supposedly feeding Americans year-round, and he's not even eating the stuff that he pushes, what does that tell you about McDonald's?
That's different.
Am I crazy?
That man showing
Am I
a
tripping?
burger. Y'all pushed them damn cookies in my face and said, just do it. Just do it. We're doing it. He wasn't doing it. That man didn't say, I eat it all the time. Eat this.
And
y'all
yet
literally
here
said,
you
these
are,
are great.
every stream encouraging people to act against their own best interests, peddling Xboxes, peddling McDonald's.
No.
Do you have no shame, sir? I shouldn't have even asked that question.
All,
you can't shame the shameless. I'm done talking to you.
I didn't push nothing that you ain't never seen me
and
pick
yet
up
I see the check from McDonald's in your back pocket
You have never
right
seen
now.
me pick up an Xbox controller. I don't know how to hold it.
Exactly. You don't even have a Series X.
You ain't never
you
seen
ain't
me
getting
watch
high on your own supply.
You ain't never seen me watch an episode of One Piece like, I don't know if I can watch it. Hell no. I stand 10 toes down on all of that. All of that.
How come I don't never see you and One Piece in the same room at the same time?
Oh, you didn't? You did? I got a picture with the voice actress for Luffy. What are you talking about?
You didn't even recognize it when we were sitting in the car.
I was looking at the back of her head. I'm sorry, I don't know what everybody back of their head look like.
What about her voice? You've listened to her voice more than any human.
She's not sounding like that.
She was not talking like Luffy.
We had a whole conversation.
No, don't do that.
No,
appreciate that.
We sat there and had a whole conversation in LA traffic for an hour.
Luffy don't talk like that. What are you talking about? If anybody watch One Piece, you know what Luffy sound like. The voice actress for Luffy was in the car with us. We was like a 30, 40 minute ride to the airport. I'm looking at the back of her head the whole time. I didn't know who she was. And then she said her name and then said, I do one, and then it hit me. I'm like, I didn't even recognize. She turned around, and then I saw her face.
We heard the name. We heard her voice in conversation.
Was that like a beautiful memory for you?
My bad. My bad.
I see you getting a little emotional.
A little misty.
My bad.
What were you saying, Joe?
Where are we at with McDonald's? Yeah,
I'll tell you exactly.
You expect me to notice her from the back of her head.
I'll tell you exactly.
I'll be looking at Luffy. I'll be looking at her.
First off, David, I'll answer your question. I'll tell you exactly where I am with McDonald's. Done. And y'all know me. Y'all know I love a big old fucked up burger, but you know what? I actually care about myself a little bit more. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. This whole burger war stuff has damn near turned me completely off of McDonald's, more than I already was. Damn near turns me off to fast food.
You said you try to eat healthy, but Five Guys ain't healthy.
I'm trying to move out of the country and go eating like Europe or Asia or something. I'll be like, man, fuck McDonald's. I'm going to go read a book. Like, that's where I'm on right now.
Can't eat a book?
He going to have to eat his words. That's what I'm...
So Joe, what about the other burger wars? Did you see Burger King and other people step in?
And again, like I was talking about before, I saw this video where somebody actually put it to the test. They took a Five Guys burger, they took a Burger King burger, and they took a McDonald's burger. Remember what I said from the beginning. Burger King and McDonald's are not that far off. They're both still bottom of the barrel, fast food quality. You're not getting it.
Much nicer about Burger King than you do about McDonald's.
But that's the thing, because Burger King is better. And here's the proof positive. Hold up. Whoa, don't cut me off.
No.
Let me talk. You're going to have me talk.
Because at one point in time, Burger King was using horse meat. And that is a fact. You can look that up.
That's better than them scrap cutlets McDonald's feeding you soap in
you over here.
floor cleaner.
So you over here eating Seabiscuit. And then you over here complaining about McDonald's.
Notice how he's too afraid to let me get my point out, because it's going to destroy his whole argument.
That is crazy.
So, in that test, 3 burgers from 3 different restaurants, let them sit for 30 days untouched in their bags. That Five Guys burger damn near looked like a monster from Resident Evil 7 by the time that 30 days was up. That expired hard. Burger King, oddly enough, that actually was getting moldy too, because that's what food is supposed to do when you let it sit for too long. this bread that I have on top of the shelf right here, it should not have lasted as long as it did. But it's all these fucking chemicals and preservatives that are keeping it that for that long.
What you think about to happen now?
And then when that dude opened that McDonald's burger box after 30 days, looked like he had just bought it. What does that tell you? Is this the stuff that they expect us to digest, break down in our system for nutrients? No wonder the McDonald's CEO didn't take a bite out of that shit. And again, it got beat out by Burger King. I didn't even expect it to be that bad. So what does that tell you? It's like, yeah, even though like they're both fast food, Burger King is at least still selling you actual meat, real food.
But did you notice? I mean, like all of this happened after they signed that bill where they can add all these chemicals to the food.
They've been had chemicals in
Toys and Tits says what's crazy is McDonald's in other countries is healthier. Now, ain't that a bitch?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, facts. Toys and Tits is spitting because when we went to Canada for my 30th birthday, they had like grilled chicken sandwiches and stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
They had like.
But y'all thought I was crazy when I said I picked McDonald's.
Yeah, Canadian McDonald's is fire.
Yeah.
And no, Japan McDonald's.
Yeah.
Japan they sell chicken. They even have a buffet there. McDonald's buffet.
I don't know if I want that, but
I mean, but they got, like I said, they got.
You probably
chicken.
want it in Europe. More
it's better.
They
got it. They got it chicken and all kinds of other stuff. But my thing is, where Five Guys at? Five Guys ain't got that. They ain't got these options. But people thought I was crazy when I said I'd pick McDonald's and an apocalypse because of the variety. And from what y'all just said, it's a lot healthier in other places. Interesting.
What's your point? Hold on. No, because what are you even getting at?
It ain't got nothing to do with McDonald's. It's the country we live in.
Of course it does. But even within this country's own fucked up standards for food and health safety, McDonald's is still the absolute bottom of the barrel.
In America.
And that's been proved scientifically.
In America.
All of the food in America is dog shit. There's no argument
But what
there.
I'm saying is the locations elsewhere. The locations elsewhere don't have.
He would get McDonald's from Japan. He's saying, not from,
you damn right.
You stuck on the American version that you know.
My
he's
dude,
in Japan.
you still owe me $150. You ain't traveling to Japan.
Who?
You fool.
When?
Did you pay me back?
I been did that. Did you look?
You gave me. I might have to double check. But
See,
anyway.
look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
The point,
my God.
You didn't even check.
the point being,
I do wanna
where
see
does this whole argument about like the overseas come to for you to defend McDonald's? We're talking about here in the United States. And as I've shown you, 3 restaurants in the United States that you can get in the year of our Lord 2026.
We've been moving,
and McDonald's is still
we've been moving the goalposts every time we talk about these burgers. That's all I'm saying.
You're the one that keeps trying to shift it away from something else.
No. Because first you said, during the apocalypse, you said, which place would you pick? And then I said McDonald's. Then you switch, okay, which one has the best quality? And then I was like, I'm not going. That's not what the original question was. The original question was, during an apocalypse, which one you choosing? You said you going to Five Guys. I said I'm going to McDonald's because I got more choices. And then you said, well, the burger quality. Well, listen, that's all you can talk about when you talk about Five Guys. You can either talk about the glizzies or the burgers and them salty ass fries. McDonald's, I can get coffee there. I can get chicken there. I can get ice cream.
All in your apple slices.
And then you mint lovers, y'all can get y'all Shamrock shakes.
Hold on.
You know,
you want to talk about?
We do have I'm from Charleston, Tyson. We got a $4.99 super sticker. Sorry, we're new to YouTube, so
appreciate it. Thank you
so much. That's probably our first one we got on YouTube.
Wow.
Awesome. So thank you,
Appreciate
Tyson. If you guys don't know, we are monetized on YouTube now. So thank you to you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So super chats and all those things and stuff like that, are very welcome. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We want to shout you out. Thank you again.
Thank you.
No, hold up. See, Toys and Tits makes a good point. Or a chicken-like substitute.
No,
See,
no, hold
on.
You get they got premium chicken. Premium chicken tenders.
What the fuck is premium?
Wait,
Chicken
who's got
breast.
premium chicken tenders?
McDonald's. The ones in Japan do.
Oh.
See, now you're talking. Who shifts in the goalposts again? Because now you're talking overseas. McDonald's food.
If
it's
you
the same
can, I
issue.
can.
It's the same issue with their burgers, between their nuggets, and between their rib sandwiches. All that stuff. The food regulations in this country are fucked up where they don't have to specify what's actually in it. All they have to say that it's made from 100% beef or 100% pork. But that can come from anywhere. You could be eating beef tripe in your McDonald's burgers. That's the thing. And again, all the stuff that they use to preserve the shit, it's not good for your body. Like, there's a difference between eating something that's unhealthy, like a Five Guys burger, or something that is actively killing you, like McDonald's.
And wait a minute, because when I talked about Chick-fil-A, and the chemicals that they had in there that they said was causing health issues for people, y'all said, we don't care.
So hold up. Who said, first off, I didn't say that.
Asia said that.
But the thing is, you're bringing it up for Chick-fil-A, but not for McDonald's.
Everybody knows McDonald's isn't healthy. Are you going to eat it?
But why are you making an issue for one, not making an issue for another?
No, because y'all make it seem like McDonald's is the only one that has this bad food in it. The bad chemicals and stuff.
He's saying that they're worse.
The worst
example of
there are more examples besides McDonald's of having unhealthy practices, is what I'm saying. But you can't just throw it all on
I think McDonald's is number one, though.
I don't know.
I think like McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Oh, you're saying most popular. I said, because they're most popular, it's more alarming.
I thought Chick-fil-A was more popular.
Well, hold on. I actually got a point to add on to that. What you said about popularity. Mm-hmm. Here's another little interesting fun fact that I came across. Separate but related. They did a blind taste test between Coca-Cola and Pepsi some years back or whatever. So they fed them the same soda, but they didn't tell them which one was which. And most people came away saying that Pepsi tasted better. But then they did the test again with the same people and put the labels back on. And then they said that Coke tasted better even after they just did the same test, but it was that brand recognition that got them to change their opinion. Does this sound questionable to anybody? I know it doesn't sound questionable to you in Asia because y'all them Drake fans. This is y'all mentality. Because it's popular, that's what all of a sudden makes it, well, it must be good. This is proof positive that something doesn't have to be good to be popular, just as long as it's familiar and recognizable. That's the problem. If there's ever a day where I bring a child into this world, I will never fucking feed them McDonald's. Mm-hmm. I will do whatever I can to shelter them from the peer pressure and the marketing tactics. They will never eat that poison. Again, I'll be like, no,
Great
Timmy,
dancing.
No chicken nuggets for you. My best friend almost died eating one of them bitches. Go read a book.
DB Dax
Crunch one of them books.
DB Dax says McDonald's is notorious and has the reputation of being the worst with the chemicals in the food. Byron Dayoff says, all this shit not good for us. I'm only trusting Chipotle and Wingstop. And I barely trust Wingstop.
Yeah, you shouldn't trust Wingstop.
You'll dog Wingstop, but you won't dog McDonald's. What's up with that?
I already said it's bad. I don't know what else I can say besides.
You sound like this dude whenever you're like, well, I'm a Drake fan. I probably listen to more Drake. This is shut up. This is the same shit.
I say it's bad, but I know it's gonna get ate regardless, right?
I'm gonna eat it.
Oh,
y'all know
compromise.
But I don't go there. I don't go there for the burgers though. That's my mom's. I be saying
for the apple slices.
Just like I don't go to KFC for the sides. Like it's.
So Joe, to rewind back, and this is a selfish request.
Go for it.
You did it for a little bit. It was so good. Can we get the full rendition of the impression of the McDonald's CEO? Because you were killing it. You only did it for a second.
Okay.
I was like, this is too. Do you need props? You want the bread?
Oh, no. I got the perfect prop right here.
Okay.
It's practically. Oh, hold up. No, there's water. That's healthy. Hold on.
Take one of them cookies.
No.
Don't be my Thin Mints.
Oh, Joe, grab the phone right there. They're right there in front of you, Joe. No, to the right. To the right.
The lid. The phone.
The lid.
The lid. Stop. What'd you say?
The phone to the right. Use that as burger.
Yeah.
There we go. It's your prop.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, get two of them. Okay.
I really fucking hate when that happens. When somebody's like, "Hey, Joe, look at that thing over there."
If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
It really would have.
Okay, so this is our burger in the example. Dang, near same thing, right?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. This is Chris K here. Don't bother trying to pronounce my last name. I'm barely human anyway. So here we are. I'm about to try out this brand new product. And I'm not just doing a taste test. It's actually going to be my, whoa, hold on. Rewind the teleprompter. It's going to be my lunch for today. So this is the Big Arch, our latest product that we have distributed to multiple places. Oh, wow. This is a hefty product. Oh, gosh. I don't even know how to attack it. How do you eat these things again? I don't do that shit. Can we cut that off? Oh, we're still rolling? Shit. Yeah, so as you can see, it's got some, are these real onions? What do we call these? Oh yeah, they're crispy onions. We've got what do they make this shit out of? Beef? You sure? Because I've had beef. Filet, this ain't no filet mignon. Wait, we're still rolling. Yeah, we got 2 beef patties on Swiss cheese. You can see there's some lettuce and some other bullshit in there. I don't think that. Hold on, cut. I don't think we're making this convincing. What do we do?
Take a bite. Take a bite.
You mean right now?
On camera.
Okay.
All right, chat. We're gonna eat the burger off stream.
Where's hold on? Where's Steven? Because I'm supposed to have people to do stunts for this, right? We've done the. He's off to shit.
They're gonna do a close up on just the mouth.
All right, look. Just I'm gonna take a bite and then we just cut and I'll try to hold still. Just make it convincing. What do you mean we're still rolling? Okay, goddamn it. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. That's kind of salty. That was a big bite for a cut. Shit! God damn, bro! I am too rich to be. Can we wrap this up? This ain't working. This ain't working. Hold on, I need a minute. Where's my scotch? God damn.
Scotch.
That's great. Okay, I got to applaud. Thank you, Joe. That was incredible. Vince Arts asked a really good question. Asia, you see that one at the bottom?
Who asked him to do that and share it with us? Again, he did this to himself.
Oddly enough, this is something that he's been apparently doing for a while.
Oh, like reviewing the products or taking taste tests?
Yeah.
I've never, okay.
Like they did like one with the whole snack wrap. He's done like, ate a Big Mac and some other chicken sandwich or whatever. So, but his delivery is always just as weird and awkward. I swear that dude is a robot or an AI or something because he doesn't behave like he doesn't.
Just because he's a little different.
That's how they say Mark Zuckerberg.
Basically, Joe, we're not getting no McDonald's sponsorship.
No. That's going the way of Xbox. We ain't doing that around here.
Y'all messed up that and Raising Cane's too.
What's Xbox gonna pay us, huh? You gonna let them?
Pay us?
You gonna let them buy us out like they bought out studios and then never produce any games or produce ones that don't succeed? Xbox is bad bargaining chips. We ain't doing that. We're not associating with a supposed food company that makes products that's poisoning the majority of Americans. I don't give a fuck how popular it is.
You take Arby's and Burger King to represent them?
I mean, look, at least Burger King will expire within 30 days.
Insanity.
Goodness.
All right. Let's go to another topic. We're in the home stretch of the stream now, last 30 minutes. Scary Movie 6 marks the return of the Wayans, who have not been a part of the franchise since the second Scary Movie.
I'm excited.
So the first trailer has dropped. All the Wayans brothers are back in it. Marlon, Sean, and Keenan. They're parodying horror hits like Scream. Was it Scream 9?
Yeah.
I can't read Roman numerals. Scream,
Too many.
Megan, The Substance, and Smile.
And Get Out.
And Sinners. Didn't they start doing Sinners?
Oh, and Get Out and Sinners.
Yeah, and Sinners.
He said Jordan Peele directly asked him if he was going to parody one of him. He asked him to parody one of his movies.
Okay, that's cool.
And which one is he doing? Get Out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, they did him together, and he asked him when they were doing it, he said, hey, are you going to do
Oh, I forgot he wasn't him. That makes sense. Yeah, you doing Scary Movie? Hey, hook me up. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So Marlon Wayans said, when producing his movies, he said that his intention is to cancel culture with this movie. Can the original Scary Movie brand of the R-rated offensive humor still work in 2026?
I think so.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because here's the thing, like a lot of people I look at like the Scary Movie franchise, the before 3 and all of that. I feel like the fans, that's what they miss. Fans miss that. Fans miss miss being able to watch something and everybody's a target.
Okay.
And I mean, because there's no equality if everybody, if there's no equality if you have to step on eggshells when you're creating comedy, I suppose. But because here's the thing, like I seen like I saw some of the jokes in the trailers and all of that stuff. But then how do you do when the people that would be offended, but then there's the people who you're making these jokes about aren't offended. You know what I'm saying? Like you make fun of black people all the time in the scary movies, and black people eat it up, love it. everybody else in there, like everybody that's involved in it, are live that life, and they're okay with it. But I feel like I don't think it could be canceled.
So you think he can cancel culture with this movie?
I think so.
I'd be really interested to see if he brings back like the same tonal humor that were in the first two movies.
He said that they were. He said this is going to be, it's going to give the same tones as the first and second one.
Okay,
but the question is, can it hit the same 20 years later?
Yeah,
though? It's not easy to always do.
I think so because here's the thing. It was their formula though. The Wayans family. There hasn't really been many misses when it comes to the Wayans family. They've been here since I was little.
Was Dan's Flick? Was that them?
Yeah. That was Wayans Brothers.
That was trash.
I mean,
they had a lot. They have a lot of misses, to be honest.
No, I can't say a lot. Hold on. Hold on.
There's some that's not. There's like some that like.
I think they got like some.
Maybe some.
Like Lil Man.
Oh, I like Lil Man.
And then what was that sextuplets thing that he did on Netflix?
I don't know because I don't know.
This doesn't count.
I don't know because
him on his own.
Those are just Marlon. But here was the thing. It was very memeable. People have that. I saw so many memes and stuff made from that movie. Like I feel like even if you didn't enjoy it or get a laugh out of it, there's always something memeable or something that can influence the culture within the movies. Because every one of those movies, they've been hit. They hit on social media, and in today's society, like that's literally like everything is a meme these days. Yeah. And the Wayans Brothers movies supply endless memes.
All right. Toys and Tits says, I don't know, bro. Marlon Wayans got some air balls.
He does.
But we're talking about the whole. I'm talking about the brothers. Okay. That's where I need to clarify. I meant Marlon has a lot of like movies that I'm straight faced.
Because
the brothers together, the family together.
That the brothers have done, and they even have their sisters in on this.
Mm-hmm.
They have sisters.
Oh yeah, she was at the end of the trailer.
They have their sisters, their cousins, and their brothers. They're all in. They all got their hands in this. So that's why I don't think it's gonna be canceled and all that. Because I feel like
now I gotta chime in here. Well, first way, maybe we should read.
DB Dax says, "I'm glad it's the Wayans Brothers scary movie and not that mid mess that was using the scary movie IP that was on screen after Scary Movie 2. Also, I'm glad that Marlon Wayans basically said, I don't care if I offend folks with this movie. What made Scary Movie infamous is the offensive humor without any venom thought within the humor. This movie isn't for this generation soft people who can't take a joke."
Yeah.
Vince R says, can't believe I'm saying this, but him stating the mission of canceling cancel culture, I don't know why that comes off as weird to me.
I'll tell you exactly why. Because there's obvious, like, first off, like the whole concept of cancel culture, and you got to be real about it. A lot of the time it's been kind of co-opted by the right wing and demonized as, oh, I said something that's low-key racist or hatred of trans people or whatever. Oh, this is just cancel culture. Y'all just soft, not like the good old days. And then they find home within that audience, and then they can thrive being a bigot. Now,
but that's what they did with woke.
But the thing is, like, yeah, of course. Like again, these people are disingenuous. They don't give a fuck. But when it comes to like the offensive comedy of like the old scary movies. To me, like, of course, they would poke fun at people of different races. They'd poke fun at gay people and stuff like that. But I think the thing that would save you from like that sort of criticism is if you just go about it with a certain degree of nuance to the point where it's like the joke isn't, hey, these people exist, but like pointing out like some sort of absurdity or something ironic about it. I feel like that's a better way to go about it.
I agree. And I think so I read an interview a while from Ben Stiller's, still kind of related, but he even said something about like movies like Tropic Thunder. He knows he can't remake in this climate. And I think that movie had a lot of nuances to it. Like the idea of putting Robert Downey Jr. in blackface wasn't to like make fun of black people. It was to make fun of method actors who really go that extreme for roles and stuff like that.
And I don't know anybody that took offense to it. Like I know black people didn't take offense to the movie.
Because the way that it was,
because they didn't understand the nuance that was going on.
But here's the thing. And then there's a way you can market comedy without putting hate into it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could joke about something and not have any hate in it, because there's a clear difference. There's a clear difference when you're making jokes about something or when you're putting hate in these. Excuse me. When you're putting hate in these jokes and that's where I feel like the Wayans brothers shine. They joke about everything, but there's no hate involved in it, and that's what puts them different from other. And with the whole cancel culture thing, I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe canceling the kind of jokes or whatever, or their kind of comedy. But like I said, if there's no hate involved, I feel like people will they'll have a better view on it.
Yeah, I feel like most of like the humor in like those previous movies was 90% like crude, but then every once in a while you had like your racial or gender identity humor or whatever. And like I said, and even from like Marlon's own statement about like we're gonna make fun of certain people, but we're not gonna do it from a place of hate, or we're not gonna be venomous about it. So if you go that way, I don't see it. Of course, there's going to be some people that'll take things the wrong way, but in that point, that's just going to be your own interpretation. So I think that's.
Tit says, I feel like the old scary movies could get you canceled nowadays. I feel like he's putting a disclaimer out so people are prepared. White people are prepared.
Yeah.
So we missed this earlier, by the way, but it looks like Raven the Black did gift a sub.
Oh,
appreciate the gifted sub.
Thank you,
40,
Raven.
40 minutes ago. So sorry we missed it.
Sorry, we got into the weeds in the conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure it got crazy, but definitely appreciate that so much, Raven the Black.
For sure.
All right. Let's talk about so they announced. We already talked about One Piece story. I gave you that.
I thought we had more.
No,
you
go
want
on.
more? You want to talk about Oda and how he put the One Piece?
Don't even give him the opportunity. Asia was the next topic.
No, that and then the Superman too.
We talked about that already.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah,
he just want to talk about it again.
Go ahead.
If we don't talk, you know what? All right.
Continue.
So I've announced today, Fox has given a straight-to-series 2-season order. So 2 seasons already for a new Family Guy spinoff titled Stewie. So Stewie is getting his own spinoff show. Seth MacFarlane is back to voice the character. It's about how he gets kicked out of his preschool and pushed into a new school, and to escape the misery of his new surroundings, Stewie uses high-tech gadgets to take his classmates on adventures through space and time.
It's a magic school.
That's what I was about to say. It sounds like the
magic school bus, but Family Guy style.
So wait, how old is Stewie supposed to be now?
Stewie's a baby.
I guess he's a
Family Guy characters don't really grow, do they? I mean, they just
I think they mentioned it in a joke before.
Like Simpsons,
Simpsons and Family Guy mentioned it. I think it was an episode where Stewie and Lois were all doped up, and he was talking to her, and he was like, man, he was talking about how, I used to hate you and I used to want to kill you, but now I don't. I think you real cool people. And she was like, I appreciate that.
Vince Art says, I'm excited about it because I was a big Family Guy fan back in the day, and I supported the spinoff, The Cleveland Show, but people let that fail because The Cleveland Show was a really good spinoff.
My name is Cleveland.
I love that shit. And y'all failed it. So I really hope that the fans show up for Stewie and his show is successful, because I think Seth MacFarlane is like really. I mean, we can't act like
talented.
he's not. We can't act like he's not talented and not good at his shit. He knows his shit. He's doing really good with it.
You think
has been
Stewie
for
can do
over a decade
without? I don't know if Brian's going to be his right hand man.
I think Stewie's funny without Brian. I think Stewie can hold his own show.
Vince Arts has a question for you then. Does he need
a whole series for that? I think we should be open to it.
It's going to be like, it's going to be like...
They haven't had a spin-off series since The Cleveland Show, and I just think it's long overdue. It's time.
And I mean, if not that, then I guess what's the alternative? Just more Family Guy?
Or an original, thing from Seth MacFarlane? I guess he kind of has that with Ted, I guess, right?
He got a bunch of stuff.
They're
American Dad.
They're dropping Ted because it's too expensive to make.
Oh, you know what? The live-action teddy bear, probably CGI is probably not cheap.
Mark Wahlberg's ticket probably went up, too.
Yeah, but it's probably like, I think it shows promise that they've already been given a 2-season order.
They must have. What they presented to him probably... It must have been so amazing where they said, you know what, we give us 2 seasons.
I don't even think you get to show it.
I'm watching it.
I think if Seth MacFarlane just walks in there and says, hey, I want to do a Stewie show, and he's going to be behind it and he has the time, then I think they'll be like, green light. He's, what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're saying it's not that, it really isn't that impressive. It's Seth MacFarlane.
He probably didn't have a pitch deck. I think that he could walk. I mean, when you've done Family Guy for how many seasons? What, 15? I don't know.
More,
Something crazy.
probably.
You know, Family
American
Guy,
Dad.
American Dad, Cleveland Show.
Ed.
He's been successful with movies.
Then he got that.
this,
then he got that
this.
space
Million Ways to Die
show.
in the
He could, yeah,
West.
he could go to any network and pitch a show. So yeah, I mean, I think that Fox or whoever is behind it would like, yeah,
They're like, we
please.
getting paid anyway.
yeah, exactly. It's because it's almost guaranteed. It's a low risk for them. It's a creator who they already know and work with, and it's already
Successful.
successful.
They've already seen a return in investment on his work anyway.
You already you're sold. You're gonna watch it.
I mean-
Oh yeah, I don't care. It's Stewie.
exactly. And pick one of the most popular characters like Stewie. You didn't
Yeah.
pick Meg, who people don't really like that much or whatever, and do a show. You pick Stewie. Makes sense. So
I think with Meg, it's like that's part of her character is that in the show everybody hates.
I
her.
agree. I just don't think that Meg could carry a whole show. So I'm saying you pick a character that people, want to watch 40, 30 minutes of or whatever
Yeah.
and stuff. So
No, you're right.
yeah. Joe, are you a big Family Guy fan?
I mean, yeah, I was. I just don't necessarily feel like I need to watch this one, but
You're gonna sit this one out.
most likely.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Tori, you've played me some really good songs from Family Guy and stuff. Are you, hype?
No, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
All right, nice. Moving on to Malcolm in the Middle trailer dropped as well. Was it today? I think it was today, yeah. So it's going to premiere April 10th on Hulu, and the story picks up years later. Malcolm has been actively hiding his chaotic family for over a decade, but he's dragged back in when Hal and Lois demand his presence at their 40th anniversary party. The whole original cast is back, although the role of Dewey has been recast. And I heard Dewey retired from acting.
He doesn't
and he's like
act
a scholar
anymore.
now or something. He's like
Yeah.
in school and stuff, right?
He's like, I don't want to act anymore.
What do we think? Like, are we hyped for this?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the trailer. I laughed out loud. Like I cannot wait to see Bryan Cranston act a complete opposite of what I saw in Breaking Bad. Like because I remember.
Didn't they do that at the end of Breaking Bad? They had that little.
They had like a little deleted scene in later on, or like a scene that they did later where he
woke up from a nightmare.
woke up from the
and he
nightmare,
was
yeah.
the dad from Malcolm
Yeah.
in the Middle.
Yeah, but no, I want to see. I think Bryan Cranston is like so incredible. So I'm like,
Frankie Muniz.
I'm honestly going just to watch for him. Not even Frankie Muniz. I don't care about the other
That
ones.
man's had a crazy.
Damn.
He's had a crazy career. He went from Malcolm in the Middle. He did some movies with Disney. Then he lost some memory, but then he came back and then he was driving, what's that, NASCAR or Formula One or something like that, driving, racing cars. Now he's back on some Malcolm in the Middle. I mean, that man's done a lot.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Creator Collab?
What's good?
Welcome.
What's happening?
Yeah. I I grew up without cable.
Oh my goodness.
There we go again.
What channel did
That's
Malcolm in
crazy.
the Middle come on? Was that Fox?
Fox 59.
That was free. What do you mean?
That's my whole point. I watched it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm saying I'm hyped because this was one of the few shows that I actually got to watch growing up. I wasn't privileged like y'all and had cable.
Privilege.
So
Wait a minute, didn't you say
I'm hyped for
y'all had name brand cereals and stuff like that though?
name? What is a name brand cereal? What do you mean?
You had y'all was eating Captain Crunch and Fruity Pebbles and all that. I didn't have that. We didn't have it like that when I was little.
What did you have?
We had Kabooms. Oh wow, Kaboom and Kick.
I remember Kaboom.
Kicks.
Kicks, right?
Yeah, and yeah.
You had to put sugar in it to make it taste good, didn't you? You had to treat it like the Rice Krispies.
If you had sugar, yeah.
I see.
That's crazy.
The Creator Collab said, I couldn't watch Breaking Bad because of Malcolm in the Middle. I couldn't take him seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to turn that around.
I watched Malcolm Middle first and then Breaking Bad. Personally, I think it works so well because Malcolm Middle, you see this goofy dad, this, and honestly, even in the beginning of Breaking Bad, yes, he's not as goofy, but he still kind of is. It still has a little bit of that goofiness in him that season one. So to me, it's like a good transition. So I don't know.
No. The transition was smooth between dorky suburban dad to criminal underworld.
I mean, if you want to put your conspiracy hat on, you can see that things didn't work out with the family, so this man had to turn to the dark side.
Oh, exactly. No, 100%. Yeah, 100%. No, I agree. I remember. I think I mentioned that to you, Asia.
Yeah,
when we were
no.
watching it.
I remember.
Give it another shot.
But my point was that I am very hyped because this is one of the few shows that I got to watch as a child. Didn't have cable, so
What was your favorite episode?
favorite episode.
It's probably been too far back.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I have favorite. I can remember moments and stuff. Did they say the kid who Frankie Muniz character, his friend, the one who was in the wheelchair?
Oh yeah,
he was like breathing.
Is he coming back?
Is he back? Do we know?
I don't know. I didn't see him in the trailer.
I didn't. See
I
him
hope
in
he
the trailer
makes an
either.
appearance.
I hope so too, because he was my
That'd be
favorite
nice.
character. He was funny.
My favorite episode was that speed walking one where he got so deep into it.
Oh, you mean when Hal did? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. No, he was
the whole banana hat and all that. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Any other thoughts about the Malcolm in the Middle spinoff? Not spinoff, but
I mean, I know it's nostalgia and all that
I
stuff,
hope
but
it's
I'm hyped.
successful.
Yeah.
I hope it's successful.
Joe?
And I'm pretty sure they, because I know I saw like before they were doing all that, like Frankie Muniz, he would see him and he would call him dad still when they like if they ever saw him, like if they ran into each other in public. 'Cause I remember it was one where Frankie Muniz or Bryan Cranston was at dinner or something like that. And then they was casually walking past. He's like, "Dad!" And they ran to each other and hugged. And like,
That's sweet.
I like when that chemistry is still there.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be great. Joe,
It'll probably be a skip for me, but
You'd watch Malcolm in the Middle. And you know what?
I
Joe
mean-
had better shows to watch because he had 100 channels on satellite.
first off,
wait a minute. Didn't you say you
Digital
used to
cable.
go over to his house and watch satellite every day?
Not every day, but when I did, I mean, on occasion, yeah. And it was great to watch cable on those few occasions that I had and stuff. Then I had to go back to my old house where we had
Fruity
we had
Pebbles.
antennas that you had to hold with aluminum foil
man.
and plug in and adjust.
I'm
and it
tired
was
of
still
you.
static.
Yeah, but you had name brand cereal though.
What is this?
where's the anyway?
That's privilege stuff.
I gave my piece. I'm happy for y'all, but I wasn't that big of a fan of Malcolm. in the Middle. But anyways, moving on.
I wanted to touch on this because this has been like a really hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
How familiar are you guys with Timothée Chalamet and his recent comments in that interview he did with Matthew McConaughey?
I didn't hear the comments.
Okay,
Break it
so
down for us, yeah.
here we go. Just days before the Oscars, which comes on this Sunday, Timothée Chalamet, who's Best Actor frontrunner, is in hot water over comments he made about ballet and opera. During a conversation with Matthew McConaughey, Chalamet referred to them as dying art forms that people are just trying to keep alive even though no one cares about them anymore. The backlash from the arts community has been swift. Jamie Lee Curtis and Misty Copeland have weighed in. Some critics even think that this comment might cost him his Oscar, and it's going to go to Michael B. Jordan now.
Damn.
It's possible. Hey, I mean,
I like this idea
feel
of
like-
Michael B. Jordan winning an Oscar because Timothée Chalamet was running his mouth. Like Michael B. Jordan should win
I
the
feel
Oscar
like he was
because
gonna
he
win it.
played the hell out of Smoking Stack and Sinners.
I feel like I'm sorry, but I feel like he should get it regardless because his performance in Sinners was way better than Timothy's in the.
But you haven't
But
seen
you haven't seen Marty Supreme. We can't say that yet.
But also, back to this, so what do you think? Are those comments worth getting quote unquote canceled? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, like he's entitled to his opinion. I chalk it up as his opinion because he's not interested in it or anything like that. He can then, that's just like people, shit on One Piece, but don't watch it. This man's shitting on opera and ballet because it doesn't interest him.
No, his mom was actually in the arts. I think she did ballet, or
She did.
I can't remember which kind, but I think he watched firsthand as people began to buy less opera tickets and less ballet tickets, and he said it was a dying art form. Now, for me, from his perspective, I really do get what he's saying. I don't think he meant it offensively, but I think his delivery of it came across that way. But I mean, be honest. Name one opera y'all seen.
Ever.
Name one ballerina.
The Sweeney Todd count?
No.
No.
Wait,
Okay,
the
I'll
opera?
try.
I saw
Opera.
the Nutcracker.
That's it.
I saw Nutcracker.
No, we
I
all-
saw Cats.
Exactly. I don't think I know anybody who can name an opera or name a ballerina other than Misty Copeland.
I mean,
So the issue is really, like, honestly, what he said is honestly, like,
True.
unfortunately, 100% true. And by the way, the context of the
it's a
conversation.
50-50 type of thing where
Because
Well,
I mean,
well, go ahead.
it's because the thing is like, it's not that I wouldn't say that they're dying or dead.
But
It's
how
that-
not?
Well,
How?
I would just say that they're very niche.
You
Like
mean-
obviously,
but at one point they were though. Like,
of course, yeah. Like, look,
That's what he's
at
saying.
one point, like mail was like
But that's what
the best way
the
to
whole.
communicate.
But by the way, the
whatever.
context of the conversation was about he doesn't want movies to end up like that because of trend.
But again,
because
that's
of-
why I'm saying it's a very 50-50 thing in what he was saying. So on the one hand, it's like he's right and he's wrong. Because obviously, like, at one point, theater and opera and ballet were like the peak art forms. You know, that was what you would do on a Saturday night. That's where you're bringing a hot date or whatever. But obviously, the culture changed. It didn't go away. It just became more and more underground and more niche.
But I don't think it means dead as in non-existent. I think
Well, yeah,
it means
that's
like
what I'm saying,
dead
yeah.
as in just low-key on life support. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
there, but it's barely there. So what he's saying is true. I just think the way he said it is probably wrong. And in honesty, I think that like you could probably talk about not wanting the film industry to die without insulting other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole conversation on its own where you could talk about, and there's so much nuance you could talk about. And by the way, people found clips. He's been saying this for years. Like, there's about 5 clips they didn't pulled up. These people are mad. They found clips of him saying this from 2019 to now.
But of course they're
he's
mad
brought this
because
up.
they're a part of the niche.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like, again,
It is also kind of the way it is kind of a similar thing as if Tori was on here saying, or somebody said like, well, you know, I just don't want streaming to go the way of the floppy disk. And then Tori gets over here. Now, hold on. I got a floppy disk in my room right now. Like, of course.
Why?
Well, listen.
I rest my case, Your Honor. But
I used to take pictures in school, and they
put them on a cloud.
I
When's the last time you've been touched,
I gotta
bro?
find me a one of those.
Oh, a little adapter. Oh,
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Yeah, I mean, in general, like I said, to me, like I said, the comment is not. I can see why people are bothered by it. He shouldn't lose Oscar votes for it because to me, it's like
nothing to
okay,
do
it's just
with-
like a quick interview.
Right.
I don't know.
No,
Like,
and these comments have nothing to do with his talent. That's another thing. So it's like now the Oscars are just, I mean, are they admitting that they're a popularity contest?
Ooh.
I mean,
Like,
but that's literally
Like,
what
are
it
we
is.
admitting? Are we admitting it now? Because if there is talks that he is possibly going to lose his Oscar now because of the comments that he made, then this has never been about the talent of these actors in the movie. It's been about, are they popular?
I mean,
or who do we want to win?
But was it ever not really that though? It's kind of like this where you've got your talent on one side of the spectrum and you've got popularity on the other. And again, this kind of ties back to what I was talking about earlier, where yes, at its core, things like the Oscars, the Grammys, they are popularity contests. Now, talent can have some overlap, but correlation doesn't equal causation. It's the same thing as like if I'm playing Tekken. You know, you have somebody with like a high rank, but it doesn't always equate to skill, but it can be a pretty good indicator that someone is skillful. But it's like, they're not like, they have to be, if they are this rank, they have to be skilled. Just like if they got an award, they have to be better than everybody else in terms of just raw talent. That's just not the case. Again, talking about Michael Jackson, you know, he lost out on like the Grammys for Off the Wall. He got snubbed big time.
Big.
Then of course swept with Thriller, but then got snubbed big time with Bad and other subsequent albums. So, but does that take away from Michael Jackson being the greatest? Absolutely not. It's the short term versus the long term. So, yeah,
But
this guy might lose out on some Oscar stuff, but yes, it's a popularity contest.
but here's the thing.
But the raw skill is going to speak for itself in the long run.
I don't want to look at it like that because if we put that in our mind that this is the reason why he loses, I don't want to, because that'll just take away from Michael B. Jordan.
That's what I said earlier. I don't like the idea of y'all saying that Michael B. Jordan is going to win the Oscar now because of the dumbass
It's going to give the wrong people the wrong
conversation
image.
that Timothée had.
That's what I'm saying. Michael B. Jordan, I feel like if he wins as based off purely of his performance in Sinners. This man played 2 different people, 2 different personalities, and all of that, and killed it. And I saw a post like earlier this week that somebody said that people are going to watch these kids or whoever's going to watch Sinners, and they're going to look at that like they looked at that one Lindsay Lohan movie when she had a twin sister.
Parent Trap?
And people thought that she really had a twin.
Because I did.
People are going to see Sinners and really think that Michael B. Jordan had a twin brother because that's how good it was.
I love that.
And I don't want to even entertain the thought that Timothy's words are going to affect the outcome of the awards, because I feel like even without what he's saying, Michael B. Jordan deserves that win for the work that he put in on his.
So I have a question about his comment then. One thing that people are not talking about a whole lot and stuff like that, like, is what he's saying true as far as his concern that movies are, as far as going to the theater and everything, is that at risk for not being dead, but is at risk for being just a lot lower than
It's
what it already
declining,
is?
yeah, for sure.
Like, so you agree his concerns are valid that movies could be ballet in 15 years?
Yeah.
Okay,
totally.
because I think this, for example, Asia, I mean, I feel like, me and you have younger cousins and stuff like that. To me, TV to them is Netflix. So they don't even know, like, you know
TV
what I'm
to
saying?
them is YouTube.
And, or YouTube and
Whatever
stuff like that.
child content creator on there, they'll like watch and stuff. Yeah.
YouTube and Netflix, right? 100%.
Well,
So my thing with them is like, I don't even know, like, to them, like, for example, the biggest movie of the year was K-pop Demon Hunters, not a theater movie. So to them, they're going up in a world where, you could watch the Mario movie on Netflix, of course after and stuff like that. But to me,
You're cooking,
I
babe.
think that
Well,
for them,
luckily we have the Michael movie to save the theater industry because people are going to watch that like 12
Oh my
to 6.
God.
Did y'all see the
6 to 12
popcorn
times.
buckets?
For Michael
For
movie?
the Michael movie?
Yeah.
What
I haven't
it look like?
They got a hat with Michael on it.
Damn.
And then they got like a microphone, like a gold, and they got a black cup. They already
Okay,
got them
nice.
out. I think some of them are exclusive
Now,
to certain
can I
areas.
negotiate some company funds to put towards one of these Michael popcorn buckets?
You know they're gonna go fast.
Damn it! See, we need to order our tickets tonight,
let
y'all.
you- we're getting our
they
tickets
let
after
you-
this.
They let you pre-order.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm talking about the bucket hats. I think.
But anyway,
They
back
know.
to topic.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
But so now I do agree with what you're saying there that you're right. A lot of this younger generation is streaming more. So do you think they'll want to start going to movie theaters when they get older, or is that?
I mean, maybe because of this. Because, for example, I saw this article about how Gen Z, who grew up, of course, with digital music, et cetera, how a lot of them are now saying, wait, we can go to stores and we can have these physical albums and this, and records. So I do think it's possible, but but I don't know how many Gen Z kids are doing that, whether it's like it's a small few and that's what, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's like a wide amount of them who are saying, oh yeah, forget streaming, let's go to record stores and get cassettes and all that kind of stuff. So maybe.
I look at it like this: like everything is going full circle because when everything was physical, and then everything was physical, people was like, "Oh, we're buying all these physical." Then things started shifting towards digital. Everybody started buying digital, but now the way things are, that how it came out, everything digital doesn't technically belong to you anymore, and it could be taken away. So now a lot of people are going back to physical just so they can have proof of what they paid for is actually theirs. And people used to make fun of me because all the DVDs I had and everybody had digital. It was like, why would you have this digital when why would you have these physical copies?
Why are you looking at me?
You was the main one. You was the main one. He's like, why you got a DVD and a DVD, a Blu-ray? Ugh.
It was part of your,
remember that.
It was part of your hands-free lifestyle.
Hands-free
bro.
lifestyle. Why would I have a physical copy when I could just boop turn on something and watch it?
Here's what I recall. I said your TV was jacked up. I never said
we ain't talking about the TV.
Nothing about your Blu-rays.
You said
I said the TV was crap.
You said I don't.
It did have a crack.
It wasn't a crack, okay?
It was like a digital crack.
It was like a little line, barely noticeable.
That messed up the quality of
It
the
didn't.
show. It did.
didn't.
There's a line going across SpongeBob's face. Yeah, it's bothering me.
No,
Looked like
it was
laser was shooting
it was
between the
literally
gap
like
in
you
the
got a
teeth,
screen
bro.
protector and you got like a little hairline
Boy,
crack.
no, it wasn't. Don't, Tori.
It was like a hairline
real.
crack on the screen, and you could barely notice it.
It was down in like the bottom third of the screen. It was very noticeable.
No, okay. You know what it was? I've already said this example, but what it was, Tori had a crack on the screen. If anybody remember Dragon Ball Z, the scene where Trunks sliced Frieza in half and the shit was split.
It was not like
That's
that.
what it looked like.
It was not like that. It was first of all, it was like almost at the top of the screen. It was like a little white line that went across. Listen,
And
it was like
you bought that TV.
it was like
that,
a,
right?
I bought it.
Bro, he got it from Bulldog Liquidators, bro.
Listen,
he got it on the sale.
It was a 70-inch TV, and I paid the price of a regular. Was that
What's the price?
I paid like $200 for it.
But it had a crack on it.
I paid $200 for it.
So it's like
this number done gone down for the years.
No, it ain't go down.
It was 400.
I remember it being 300 personally.
Yeah, it was
4 years ago,
listen,
it was 300.
It was a 70-inch TV that it had I had digital everything on it, and it was perfect. It was nice.
How was it
for that
perfect?
price? I could
There was
not
a crack
see.
on the anime you was watching.
I could not see that line. I could barely notice it.
When I walked into your room in 2018, the first thing I saw was that crack.
You was looking for it.
What was I looking for?
You was looking for it. You're like, oh, that's a nice
You
TV.
had anime on at the bottom, and this crack, the words was flipped up. One word was up here, one was
Why
down
you
here.
lying like that? You be lying on my...
Damn, okay, slow down,
He's
man.
like, why am I yelling?
Now he's turning to the bottom,
Shaq
bro.
is on the stream
That's
again.
crazy.
We're going to confirm before with Shaq. We's on the stream again.
You could barely notice it. He gonna tell you the same thing.
Tori, look, man.
Pepperoni says, to be honest, his eyesight is awful.
Dang, she know you, so.
Damn, look at him squint.
I'm just playing.
Sorry, you can't do
I
that.
was just playing.
Oh, goodness.
Listen,
Damn, why'd she call you out like that?
my eyesight is perfect. I have 40/40 vision.
All right, see, now you just made it so much worse.
I can see the wings on the back of a fly from 40 yards out.
Can we do one more topic? I think this one's just really popular, and it'll be crazy if we don't touch
what you
on
got?
it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so last topic before we wrap up. Pokemon, is it Pokopia? Is that how you say it? Pokopia?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so Pokopia
Pokopia.
has become a overnight sensation, selling over 2.2 million copies in its first 4 days. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, and players get to do a cozy game where they play as Ditto, who is transformed into a human-like form to rebuild a post-apocalyptic world where humans have vanished. And so players can use Pokemon, build their houses, it's like Animal Crossing Pokemon, and I want it so bad. Chat, please convince my husband to let me play with his Nintendo Switch 2 and buy me the was it Pokopia game?
How do you
I
say
want
it?
it so bad.
I think
it sounds like it's
Pokopia?
it's like
Pokopia? Pokopia?
like almost like Utopia, but
So Pokopia.
Pokopia?
sounds about right.
I'm not 100%.
Chat, how do you pronounce it?
yeah.
Pokopia?
But I've heard about the game that you're talking about, and I did, yeah. So I know.
I'm about to get the pronunciation so I don't sound crazy.
Pokemon Animal Crossing.
You can just call it that.
Yes, no, it looks
Pokemon
so
Crossing. There you go.
fun. It looks so fun. And I love cozy games. Like, I like games where I can...
But what if there's puzzles, Asia?
No, they're not going to do that to me.
Are you
it's not
sure?
going to be puzzles. No, they're not going to do that to me. They not.
You got to clear some rubble, so you got to solve this puzzle first.
They're not doing that. Pokopia. That's how you pronounce it. Pokopia.
Yeah. David?
Oh, thank you, chat. David, read the chat.
Chat, there is no... Asia can use and play with the Switch 2 whenever she wants and stuff.
Don't you got to fill out a form first?
That's crazy.
Put in a request 2 weeks in advance?
Yeah.
And I have to put a deposit down too in case of any incidentals.
You gotta pay like a renter's fee.
I do, and he's strict. He run a strict program around here.
This is crazy. This is how rumors get started. You say certain things, and then these two don't forget. It's brought up randomly at the
Pay that
worst
furry tax.
At the worst times. See,
Got to pay the furry tax.
that's crazy.
Crazy.
You got that reference?
Why do I already see how this goes down? Asia, I'm sorry, but your card was declined for the deposit. So, I'm not making any suggestions here. I happen to have this Eevee costume in the back, so
That's crazy.
maybe we can arrange some other type of payment here.
In the Pokopia game, fans of the game are really enjoying the dialogue of the Pokemon. Tori, you brought that up earlier. You want to elaborate on it?
With
the dialogue on the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, so I don't know if people are putting that dialogue in there or if it naturally comes with the Pokemon, but a lot of people have been using pop culture references and current meme references to give as speech for the Pokemon. I feel like that's pretty funny. I know you had a few that you like.
No, I love the Charmander. I threw up. That's so relatable.
Adrian, how much does this game cost?
$70.
Whoa!
That's like an appetizer at Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, we got that.
70?
$70.
For that?
Hold on, how much did you pay for Mario Kart? The newest one.
How much was Donkey Kong?
How much was the newest Mario Kart?
80.
How much was Donkey Kong?
80. I think it was 70.
Interesting.
Damn. Man, what you how you doing?
No, I don't think $70 is bad though.
Yeah, you
for a game.
I mean, that's like your typical game
You get
price.
$10 off.
Yeah, pepperoni's with me.
I just
70 ain't
I
bad.
thought for a game like that, it would be a little bit cheaper.
It's
seems like a little
Why?
bit-
It's Pokemon.
It's like a smaller
Pokemon.
game. It's not their main series game.
it's
It's Animal
Pokemon.
Crossing Pokemon.
Okay.
That makes sense that it's $70.
And then they got new Pokemon variations. in.
Okay.
Now hold up, is
We
it
will-
$69.99 or $79.99? That's the important.
Mm.
I think it's 69.
69.
Okay, good.
So Asia, we can discuss an arrangement about
exclusive.
this about getting
Thank
this
you,
purchase
chat.
getting this purchase made and stuff. You can you can work it off.
Right on chat. No,
Work it off.
He gonna put me to work, y'all. It's all right. I'll do it.
Man.
Fired on your day off, pepperoni. Everybody else in the chat who helped make this happen. Thank you. And that was our last topic, gang.
All right.
Wow.
Chat.
All right, chat. Y'all been real tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Indeed. We'll be back again. Don't worry. And look, y'all, remember that Michael movie is fast approaching. Get your fedoras.
Oh, wait a minute.
Get
Wait a
your
minute.
dancing
We gotta
shoes
get
ready.
The
Get the what?
paper.
What paper?
What paper do we need?
My Gundam poster? Because it's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, show it off.
Oh, yeah.
Chat.
Tell 'em about it.
We late to it. We late to it,
Hold on.
but
Wait, hold on.
They gotta hear you though.
You took
Oh,
it.
yeah. I was trying to stand up. I didn't want to. Okay, chat. We late to it, but as you know, last month was Black History Month, and
For context, this newspaper is probably is the second biggest black.
second biggest black newspaper
Newspaper.
in the United States. And guess who got featured in it?
Check us out.
Check us out. Look at that. Got
There
some
you
shadow. Look at that. Big print. We got a whole page. Look at that.
Yeah.
Talking about all kinds of good stuff. But yeah, we try to do big things. Shout out to Norel
Indeed.
from Indianapolis Recorder.
100%. And shout out to y'all for helping us get to this place.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for helping us get to the point where we get recognized
Oh, shout
by
out
the
to
newspaper.
shout out to over 12,000 followers on our Trap Teams Clips page on Instagram.
Yes, appreciate y'all.
5,000 on Facebook. I think like 6,000 on TikTok.
1,200 on YouTube.
1,200 on YouTube. Y'all real ones out here. Thank y'all.
Y'all showing big love.
No, I appreciate y'all for real.
Now, look, on that note, and of course, big ups to us for getting to that point. But for y'all, at the end of the day, we're here to deliver something for you guys. Y'all put us on the map, so we're going to continue to make this worth the investment of your time, your energy. So we're going to keep it going.
Yes.
We're going to, I take that very seriously. So really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
We got merch coming as well, so be on the lookout. We got some good things coming. Artwork seen in this is made by this man, this Xbox hating,
McDonald's
James
hating as
Gunn
well.
hating.
Mhm.
One Piece secret loving, Mecha loving, Tekken lover, Yakuza
Enthusiast.
number one guy,
Batman cosplayer.
Batman cosplayer, aka the Drunk Knight.
Oof.
If y'all ever on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, look up the Drunk Knight. This man right here, and then this guy right here as well. Big things. But we have a lot of merch coming, so be on the lookout because we got some great things coming. Appreciate y'all.
Facts.
For real.
Where the merch?
On the way.
We're
On the way.
It's on the way.
We working on the rollout. We want to have some stuff that y'all can see. These pillows. These are one of, but we have some other ones too. So if y'all ever watching, y'all can pull up your pillow and somebody has a bad take, y'all can smack them around.
Why
if
you
y'all
guys
want
switch?
to.
Why you switch? Why you switch pillows for that one?
But yeah, be on the lookout. We got that coming for y'all. Next week we'll be
Oh my gosh, no. Next week we will be in Vegas. Anime Las Vegas convention. We'll be there Saturday and Sunday getting hot takes.
Hot takes.
I got to limber up before then.
Oh yeah, Joe. Make sure you rest up because
Yeah, we don't do that
working.
around here.
Yeah.
we working.
And then the week after that,
C2E2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Busy.
So if anybody is going to Anime Las Vegas or going to be in Chicago for C2E2, definitely let us know. Love to meet you guys. Get your hot take. Take a picture. Say what's up. Say thank you. Say thank you to you guys in person. So
See me in a game of Tekken if you're bold enough.
there we go.
Maybe if time permits.
they probably will have Tekken playing there.
Mm-hmm.